Episode number 56. That's a thing. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. My name is Clinton Navigator Bowman, and you are listening to the Outerhaven Podcast.
I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for a ride. I want to take you for...
Now, I'm here in Brooklyn, New York. Got a couple people here from Brooklyn, a couple people here from Delaware. And we also got a brand new person on the show. We're going to introduce you in a little bit, and he's going to talk, and he's going to basically wow you with his sexy radio voice from down in Florida, formerly from Massachusetts. Here's the thing. So let's get into some intros. Like I said, I'm Clinton Navigator Bowman. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Also from Brooklyn, New York. Very good, close, personal friend of mine from Brooklyn College, and he writes things. His name is Gabriel Z/Lemaine. Gabriel, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yo, that's it? All right, cool.
I'm being subtle. Being subtle.
Yo, subtlety is the best. Also from Brooklyn, New York. Another close personal friend of mine. He's a very angry black man. Yo, Carlos Abdu, what's up?
I'm glad to finally be inducted in the great halls of every angry black man that before me. I take this honor with great privilege, man. Thank you.
You're officially
Also,
black.
fuck subtlety.
I'm just saying, you're officially black by association. But since Gabriel wanted to be subtle about it, black people are never subtle. What the fuck?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Sidney Poitier? That guy who does insurance commercials?
Morgan Freeman.
You mean Dennis Hader, man? Yo, are you in good hands? Anyways, so also from Brooklyn, New York, or somewhere in the sea, we got Shadowz 596, William Cock. What's up, boy?
Here with the new Smash Brothers, coming back from Nintendo World. Oh,
I feel sorry for you.
Fuck you, Will.
What? Come on! It's not my fault they can't handle 24 hours of coldness.
So Will here is heartbreaking for us because Will is a Smash addict. So please,
Hey!
take pity on him.
Listen, the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
Oh, screw you guys.
We'll be taking collection after the podcast is over.
And also from Delaware, I wish he was from Brooklyn because he sounds like he could be from Brooklyn. Yo, is the editor-in-chief and the founder of the Outerhaven Publications. I had to add that because it's an official title. Mr. Shadowhaxor himself, Keith Mitchell.
What's going on, everybody? And actually, I'm from Chester, Pennsylvania, but I moved to Delaware because there was less black people here, so I wouldn't get in much trouble.
Oh man, yo, we already started by making fun of ourselves. Well,
What part of Pennsylvania is that? Is that place from?
Chester, right outside of Philly.
So is that West Pennsylvania, born and raised?
Yep, you could say that. I'm like the Fresh Prince of Outerhaven.
and very, very close personal friend of mine. Someone I've been doing podcasts with for a very, very long time. A brand new member of the Outerhaven Podcast. I have to introduce you all to the man, JJ, so sensei, Piedra, Joshua Jeremiah. What's up, Josh?
Hey, hello, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, yo, Carlos.
Huh?
Stop moving. You ruined Josh's intro.
Oh boy.
Oh, see, yo, spit on spit crime. What the fuck is this shit? Like, yo.
Boy.
Yes. For those of you that know, Josh is a very Spanish person. In other words, a half pretend Mexican.
Oh man, I definitely need to put Not For Safe on this podcast for sure.
I thought we got rid of all of those. I thought they were extinct.
Nah, I gotta
No,
do
we
that
keep
for
coming
Reddit. Reddit's like, hey, is this not safe for work? Yes, it is not safe for work, guys.
Who listens to podcast out on the? Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Here you go.
So, Josh, this is your time. You're brand new to the Outerhaven, as am I. I've been here since July. You're like maybe the third new person here in the last 5 months. Can I get a confirmation for that?
That is correct.
Okay. So, Josh, tell them about yourself. Let everybody know who Joshua Jeremiah Piedra is.
Well, aside from being an expansion, I am pretty much a huge otaku / nerd of all things.
Nerd.
Anime. That's right, I'm a nerd. Damn
Hey,
proud
fellow
of it.
otaku.
Just saying, just be prepared to dodge.
That was a poor drone. That was a poor room, man.
hand over your nerd card, CJ. You lost it.
You lost it. You lost it, man.
Dragon Ball Z abridged though.
It was a good joke, but poor execution. Gotta work on it. Anyway,
Indeed.
what is the anime pulse?
The Anime Pulse is essentially pretty much everything you could ever expect when it comes to anime. I pretty much write about anime in general. I will give reviews on different shows I've watched. So I can also give out recommendations based on my vast knowledge of the world of anime. And I also do like opinion columns from time to time where I pretty much discuss, pretty much anime in general. Like I did one recently about how Sword Art Online created a love-hate relationship between anime and their fans. I also just did one about introducing people to anime. So if you are thinking about watching anime for the first time, or you know someone who wants to get into it, check out that column because it's a pretty nice little starter guide on how to, check out different genres, recognize what shows are good, as well as give out recommendations for follow-ups if they like those shows. So that's kind of stuff you can expect out of the Anime Pulse over on theouterhaven.net.
I'm glad
And-
to have you here, man.
And it's good to have another person interested in animes as well.
Yeah, definitely. And the more otakus, the better.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. So that was the introduction to Josh, to Jeremiah Piedra, JJ So Sexy Piedra, as I like to call him.
Yeah, and definitely, I've actually been told that my voice has actually helped Japan defeat Godzilla, as well as Mothra and Rodan in the same night.
Indeed, and your voice has also
Damn.
wooed Leva Bates in many, many ways.
You know what? Your voice is so good. I'm tempted to just give you some background music, man.
Oh man, God, I need about 5 minutes so I can ramble off some results first.
Nah. If you're gonna give him background music, right? If you're gonna give him background music, he has to read results from a wrestling show for 15 minutes in a robotic voice.
Guys, you guys don't know. The highest level of voice can achieve is to be able to sell you insurance.
Indeed. Indubitably. So listen up, right? So basically, again, me and Josh used to do podcasts together. I personally kind of recommended him over to the Outerhaven because I thought that, bringing him to do anime would probably be one of the better choices that I can personally.
Okay.
And so far, what's it called? He's been a really good addition. Never seen so many hits so far, man.
Yeah.
He brings in the paper.
He makes it rain. All right, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about, obviously we're all reviewing games. Games came out within the last month.
Games. We're not getting paid for
A
it either.
lot of games.
November is
Ooh.
always the busiest month gaming in terms of the holiday rush. So pretty much a lot of games came out between WWE 2K15, which is the game that I'm working on, World of Warcraft,
Warlords of Draenor. Warlords of Draenor.
Warlords. I was saying Lords. I was missing a name. Warlords of Draenor, which Josh and Keith are working on right now.
I'm not reviewing that game. I'm telling you right now. I no.
You're playing it. That's
I'm playing it.
Right.
It's just,
Then you have.
there's your review. Bam.
Then you have Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Yes.
The Grand Theft Auto 4 remake for Xbox One.
It's a port. It's a super port, but it's a port.
It's a super port with first person sex scenes. Well, no wait, that's the PC. Never mind.
It's a port. It's super porty.
Yeah.
Oh God.
As well as Dragon Age Inquisition, which I played about 6 hours of the game.
Oh man, I haven't even touched that yet. I was waiting for a time that I'm not playing WoW to play that.
The game
Yeah,
is
it's not
good.
gonna
I'll tell you this
happen.
much: the game is really good. I wish I had the money to pick it up because I would definitely pick it up and review it. Like that game is. This is actually the first Dragon Age game I've ever played. Not long.
Oh.
Oh man, you really should.
It's good, man. It's
Oh
good.
man, I was gonna tell you should have picked it up, Dragon Age or Origins off of Origin because they had it for free like a week or so ago.
Oh, yo, you should have hit me up with that, man. I would have loved that, but it's Origin.
I don't have an issue with Origin. They've gotten a lot better. As a good competitor against Steam, they're doing pretty decently. Plus the fact that any of EA's associates, you can't get their game on Steam anymore, so
This
you
is
have
true.
to use it.
Yeah,
This is
yes. People are kind of stuck that way.
Yeah. So also, don't forget, Dengeki Bunko Climax came out in Japan and Hong Kong this week.
What kind of game is that?
It's a fighting
Oh,
game.
it's
Fighting game.
Uh,
Wait,
Sega
Dengoku?
characters. Sega characters fighting game.
Oh yeah, it's that cheap as
Denkoku.
Dojin wannabe. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Mujin.
Yeah.
Why is it so? Why is it cheap?
Me, myself and Get Sillies have already called it a Kusoge. It's at that point.
It's pure Kosuke, straight up.
Yeah.
Even Type Moon can do better than that, and that's like as high as a low point of a fighting game that you can beat, man.
Yeah, pretty much. And then also, I did say also Nintendo is dropping bombs with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, as well as Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U.
Damn straight.
Very,
Damn.
Thank you.
very, very, very highly anticipated game from the Nintendo camp. So we're gonna do a whip around. I'm gonna pull out my my campers counselor's handbook, and we're gonna do a whip around. Take 60 seconds to really talk about games we're gonna be reviewing. Initial thoughts, and once the review goes up, you will be able to see our official thoughts on the games. I'm gonna start with WWE 2K15 because I had just turned it off. So, it's a good game. It's a good game. Brand new engine, brand new company working on it. Visual Concepts and Rockstar have been working on this game extensively, along with you. So basically, it's bridging the old THQ programming with the new Visual Concepts, NBA 2K15, NBA 2K things. The gameplay is drastically changed. It's the closest to a professional wrestling sim that we've gotten in 15 years. The last
let
one
me ask from an
being No
outside
Mercy.
observer. Like, has it hit some of the pinnacles, like the SmackDown series, the
I mean, it's the
WWE Raw?
It's the best. What it is that collision detection is way better. Like, collision detection is way better in this game. Like, you can actually hit somebody and you actually hit somebody.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
But when you mention like this is the best, closest realistic wrestling sim in 2015, I got visions like going for whatever simulators of stuff of like another sports game, like complicated controls.
Oh
you
no,
have to
the controls aren't complicated. They're fairly they're still simple. They're still largely simple. It's just that they added a few things. Like Josh has been playing the game as well. He can attest the collar and elbow tie up mini game, which is basically rock paper scissors.
That feature was turned off immediately.
You turned it off because you didn't. I don't mind it. You got to turn it back on to get a certain achievement, Josh. I'm just letting you know that. There's like one achievement tied to that system.
I care about achievements of World of Warcraft, not on my PlayStation.
There you go.
There you
no
go.
trophies for Josh.
Yo, that's a soundbite right there. Mark tape. Pretty much, do that. I don't mind it. The pacing is a little different. Like, it's not as arcadey as the older games. So I think that's a plus. It's less arcadey. If I wanted an arcade game, I'd play WWE All Stars. Let's be real.
What do you mean by arcadey though?
It's like, remember how arcadey the old SmackDown games used to be on the PlayStation?
How you used to spam strikes, and you can spam grapples and all this stuff like that. You can just run around, do all kind of crazy shit.
And you just press a couple of button combinations, and you have a dynamic version of the special move, and that does a lot of damage. And also,
So what? There's more enforced, I guess, strategy where you have to do a bit more observing.
Yeah, you have to do a bit more observing. You have to observe. There's 2 meters. You have your life meter, which is in 3 stages, and you also have your stamina bar, which is in 3 stages. And you have to mine those, because if you don't, like, let's say for example, you're down to your last stamina bar. If you don't have 50% of your stamina bar, you can't do a signature move or a finisher.
Oh, so this
That
means you
sounds-
can't. Oh, so this means that you can't do like last minute Hail Marys or special moves and try to get yourself out of stuff.
Pretty much. Like, you can't
Can
you can't really do Hail Marys and just like reverse and then automatically do a finisher right off the bat. If you reverse it, reversing costs momentum.
Oh.
So it costs momentum to reverse. So let's say you have 50% of meter. Yeah, you can have like 45. You can have like 45% of your meter to do a finisher, but you're gonna take a longer time to go get the pinfall and stuff like that. Also, my career mode, I'm almost done. My career mode is like pretty hilarious. It's pretty hilarious. It's pretty much like, going through life, going from the performance center in Orlando, going all the way up to Raw and WrestleMania, and getting the world heavyweight championship and such like that. So pretty much, not gonna lie, the game is changed, completely changed. It's pretty good. 2K Showcase is fun. Online for this game is actually fixed. The online was terrible. The online's better now this year. So that's my little review. You'll get my full review later on in the week as soon as I can get through all the modes. The only problem is that save files are getting erased left and right.
Corruption?
Corruption.
DLC corruption. Like if you download like the Hogan or the Sting packs, like you can't enter the code while the game is still open on your PS4 or your Xbox One, because it'll kind of conflict with the save files.
Oh.
And then also on the PlayStation 4, there's a day one patch. So basically, it doesn't install properly sometimes. You'll be stuck playing one-on-one matches with 6 characters, with any combination of 6 characters. So you'll be pretty much playing the demo of the game while you wait for that day one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty nasty.
What was the development time for this game?
It was the same as every other game from about a year from release of the old game, because they start working on the new game once they release the old game. So like right now they're going into a brand new brand new dev cycle for WWE 2K16.
Man.
I
guess like
Speaking of like issues with newly released games, this seems to be a pretty big theme this year.
Well,
that's something that we're gonna get into
this
a little
month
later.
All right, so Josh, anything you're working on, or any
Pretty
games
much
any games
World of
you're playing?
Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor is pretty much the only thing I'm working on right now.
How
I
you
was
feel about
actually
it?
working on WWE 2K15 as well, and just to throw one last note on that, goddamn, that creation mode sucks.
Well,
What?
I mean, okay, here's the
Oh.
thing.
This
Here's
is a WWE game. The
But hold on,
creation
here's the
mode is
thing.
one of the.
But here's the thing. Remember, it's a brand new engine, brand new game, brand new company, brand new everything. So I kind of expected the creation mode to take a little bit of a hit. It's not such a notorious hit where it's like, yeah, this is bad. Like Josh says it's bad. I don't think it's that bad because I expected it. Like, so the blow's a little softened for me.
Man, that kind of sounds sad because the WWE creation, it's practically a game by itself. You
Yeah,
see
I
like
mean-
thousands, if not millions, of videos of wrestling matches with created characters,
Yeah.
and that has been one of some of the most robust creation characters in a fighting game, realistic or otherwise, that I've ever seen.
Well, keep
So-
this in mind. 2K14 was when THQ went bankrupt, was pretty much done. So 2K couldn't do anything with it. They just had to release it. They were essentially a publisher last year.
Mhm.
Now they have a hand in making the game. So they wanted to really kind of put their own stamp on it. That's just how I feel. But Josh, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably save that for the full review. But yeah, Warlords of Draenor, hands down, nice little summary. This has got to be the greatest expansion pack Blizzard has ever released since the Burning Crusade. I mean, since Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, and Mists of Pandaria kind of fell short because there's way too much casualization, Warlords of Draenor brought back what a lot of old school fans were actually hoping for, and that's an insane challenge once you hit 100. I mean, I remember like Wrath of the Lich King, you hit like level 80, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, time to start running dungeons, and then it's like, okay, now I can start doing heroics. And then Mists of Pandaria, they started to implement the item level requirements in order to do heroics. And while Warlords of Draenor still continues that, it now expects you to do the proving grounds up to the silver level in order to actually get into heroics, which means you pretty much have to know at least the basics of your class in order to actually play and do those dungeons. And once you get into heroics, they're not exactly the cakewalk that they were known for. They actually have a lot of challenges laid out for you. You have to use CC. You can't just go in and AoE everything unless you have, a godly tank and a godly healer. I mean, it could be possible, but you do actually have to take your time and actually pay attention to stuff. They also got you back out in the world. The garrison thing, which a lot of people said, before Warlords came out, that, people are just going to hang out in their garrison and pretty much do that. But they give you so many quests to go out into the world Just the daily quest itself sends you to a level 100 area in each of the different zones once a day to kill things, get loot, and you get like Apexis crystals, which you can trade for gear. You can actually do a legendary quest with them. The missions, which can help bolster your garrison with supplies. They get experience for your followers, gold, potions, rare items. It's basically everything you'd want out of an expansion, and it doesn't really simplify it to the point where you feel dumbed down. They actually give you a challenge, and there is a big fear of dying as well, because those monsters at level 100 will deal some damage. You do actually have to know how to play your class. You just can't steamroll through everything anymore. So it really brought back the essence of what World of Warcraft was back in vanilla, as well as Burning Crusade, but it still keeps a lot of the casualizations they put in to the game since Wrath, because you can't really get rid of it. You can't get rid of Dungeon Finder, you can't get rid of Raid Finder, because those are huge staples now. So the days of traveling to an instance to get there are pretty much over, but they've made up for the fact with all the difficulty and stuff like that. All the
I see.
challenges laid
So I see. So it's more a case of like you already know where you want to fight, so that's not the problem. They just make the fights longer and more interesting.
Yeah, I mean the mechanics are pretty interesting as well. I mean, there was one fight against Nerzul, I believe it was, in one of the 5-man dungeons. And it's hectic because as a tank, you have to keep him faced away from the raid because he does like an AoE cone in front of him. But at the same time, he summons 5 skeletons which chain together, and you have to kill one because behind them is pretty much a wall of death. And the only clearing you'll get is when you kill one of the skeletons. It puts basically a path you can go into. Well, you have to bring the result into there, otherwise the tank's going to die. So now you actually have to stay in that swath and also dodge the AoE cone as well. And he also puts void zones on the ground where pretty much the closer you stand to them, the more damage you take. So you have to stay spread out, you have to watch out for the AoE cone, and you have to basically group up together and deal with all the mechanics at the same time while you're trying to get away from a wall of death. So it's a very, very interesting fight that makes you pay attention, and this is one good example of pretty much all the fights in all the 5-man dungeons so far. No raids are out yet, so I can't really review how the raids are. They will start coming out, I believe, December 2nd, so it's about a couple of weeks away. But right now, they are celebrating the 10-year anniversary. Of course, World of Warcraft did start in November 2004, and to celebrate that, between now and January 6th, you can actually run a special 100 version of Molten Core, which was an original level 60 raid. And I got a chance to do it, and I have to say, they have done the best job possible trying to replicate Molten Core as it was at level 60. Granted, your characters are different. There's different things you can do with your characters that you couldn't do at 60. But as far as the trash pulls, the bosses, pretty much everything you expected to do at 60, you still have to do at 100. And yes, it is a looking for raid thing, but it will take you at least 4 hours to clear. It is,
and that's
true Molten
fantastic.
Core.
Wow.
It goes back
wow.
to the original Molten Core, and I've seen a lot of people on the servers complaining that it takes so long to do, and they weren't going to waste their time. But a lot of gamers who are playing World of Warcraft right now have not been around since vanilla, and don't understand that, back in the day, if you wanted to run an instance like Molten Core, there was a lot of stuff to do. Nowadays, they have it easy, but back in the day, you remember this, Josh, there were attunement quests, there were certain things you had to do to get into the raids, and I'm loving the fact that they've actually at least put the time span back in. People have to go through the actual trash pulls. I think Molten Core still has perhaps maybe the most pulls in any raid they put out.
Yeah, I believe so too. I know Throne of Thunder came very close as far as trash is concerned, but Molten Core still has probably the most trash out of any raid out there, and that's including BWL, and that had a lot of trash as well.
Wow, pretty big stuff.
All right.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just wrap up the interview with a score here, or a review with the score. Pretty much, I would say out of a scale of 1 to 10, right now, before I even get to the raids, I'm already giving this at least an 8.5 out of 10. It is very above average. If you are on the fence about coming back to World of Warcraft because you thought the challenge was gone, if you thought it wasn't interesting anymore, definitely pick this up. You won't be disappointed. The challenge is back. The story is actually really good. Although I kind of want to know how they're going to, I guess, explain things in Azeroth, since we're doing things 35 years in the past, a whole, time travel aspect to it. I wonder if they'll actually do that, or just be like, alternate timeline, whatever, it doesn't affect anything on Azeroth. I don't know. But story is very interesting. So if this is a game, I would say, if you're on the fence about WoW, if you left WoW because of the BS that you put up with, this will actually draw you back in. I actually think it will. So definitely go out, check it out, buy it, play it, be happy.
Indubitably. All right, so let's go to Will. I can probably guess what game that he's working on right now. Smash Brothers. Rate that 10 out of 10. Game is perfect. Everything.
As far as concerned, I still have so much reviews. I still have to do my Bayonetta too, but yeah, Smash Bros is definitely up in one of them. I mean, Carlos is definitely gonna be helping out with that as well, right? Carlos?
Helping out. I'm typing that shit as we speak. I'm almost done with that.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely. So yeah.
But which one you want to start with, the 3DS or the Wii U?
Well, I haven't actually even touched the 3DS since I don't have a 3DS myself.
Let's really just talk about the one that just came out.
all right. Ah man. So yeah, just coming back from the release event from Nintendo World, which oh my god, it was so cold. But
Did
so
you
worth
actually sleep in on Wednesday night in order to get on this, man?
24 hours ahead. Yes, I have. In the cold, brutal cold, and I would not have made it without a couple of good neighbors around me. I mean, they actually gave me some blankets to help me out through the cold, and oof, it was cold.
This man so much for his art.
Yes, I mean, hell, Nintendo, we watch our brothers, man. Watch our brothers.
Bruh. Hold on. See, I have a job. I like to make money. I'm not doing that shit. That's crazy.
Not to mention, it was a Thursday at 9 p.m. You could have just came in at 8 a.m. on Thursday and be done with it. You did. You're nuts. You're nuts.
What can I say, man? I go all in with these kind of things.
Yeah, he goes hard in the paint.
Yeah. Okay, so the game itself, holy crap, there is so much content. You'll be coming back for more. I mean, hell, I just barely.
How far did you got in, man?
I mean, I'm just right now scratching off the classic mode with a couple of characters right now. I just did with most of the Fire Emblem characters with Mario. I only just scratched the surface. There's a lot of achievements. I still have to unlock the stages. I unlocked all the characters.
Yo, get on my level, dude. I unlocked all the stages, all the characters, did a whole bunch of the challenges. Now I'm just killing time, man.
Yeah. The event matches. Hell, I'm actually trying to collect the rewards for that. I actually made my first me fighter with my own me, and there's just a lot to do. I mean, you're gonna get your money's worth out of this game. You're gonna get.
Let me ask. Speaking of getting your money's worth, you were one of the lucky people who actually got the bundle for the Smash Wii U. You lucky bastard. You're one of the few people in New York who actually has the GameCube adapter. How does it feel?
Oh man, hell, I'm just glad I pre-ordered my stuff, and to know that holy crap, they jacked up the price after they sold out.
Carlos, you're gonna regret saying this on the podcast. Now you're making him a target.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. Yo, I'm gonna jack that fool. I don't want your money and I don't want your pride, but I do want that GameCube adapter. Give me that shit, son.
Yes. I mean,
You are like the most non-hood Spanish guy I know.
I mean,
I am the whitest Mexican you will ever know, and I'm Honduran.
Wait, what about me?
You're half percent
What about
Mexican,
you?
though.
What about Charlie Sheen?
I think we discounted him. Yeah, he's President Carlos Alvarez, but I think we discounted him from the Hispanic race long ago.
Yo, son, what?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen is actually Carlos Alvarez.
Okay. So yeah, getting back.
Remember his brother?
Emilio. Yeah. Back to GameCube controller adapter. How does it feel?
Oh man, I'm just glad I got my own. And another friend of mine actually came in at 4 or 5 o'clock during that day. He had to go around 2 corners and he still got the GameCube adapter. And wow.
Fuck.
Wow. And I just read the news now that they freaking jacked up the price. Holy crap. Talk about focus item.
I was just talking to Matt, and he told me that shit was sold out since Monday, all across all game stores. Since Monday, way before.
Because you know what? Let's be real. I'm not one to insult gamers and things like that because I am a gamer. But I'm sorry, as of late, we've been seeing a lot of nostalgia people really sit down there and be like, "Yo, I wish this was this, and I wish that was that." Like, I really can't. I personally can't stand that. I'm like, "Come on, son, let's move into the future, guys."
To be fair,
I
though,
wish
hold
you
on, hold on.
all the characters
Yeah.
you just played the game.
Hold on. If you would have to, if you play in a fighting game and you had the choice between a pad and a stick, which one would you pick?
It depends on the game because I can play Killer Instinct on a pad. I can play Street Fighter on a stick and a pad. I like it. Really depends on the game. You know what I
Well,
mean?
depending on this game, there are some games that you can play on pad and some on stick. This game in particular, you can play with a couple of controllers, and I tested.
Seven control schemes. Yes.
Only
Yeah, but that's
two
what I'm
are
saying,
worth it.
But
Three.
like but if you have, if your hands are big enough, you can probably do it on the gamepad. You have smaller hands, you can do it on the pro controller.
Gamepad is kind of iffy. I mean, it's a very good control. Don't get me wrong, but it is not as very precise as a GameCube controller or maybe even a Pro controller. Oh, and speaking of, I actually
But
tried
then again,
the 3DS.
also keep this in mind. You can't really in a tournament. You can't really use wireless controllers, so the pro controller is kind of disqualified anyway.
Yeah, that's true. So you need to get that GameCube controller in order to.
I have to
legit.
ask, since y'all talking about Smash, what's the mechanic wise?
We're not talking about you, Gabe.
Are there things here? Are there things here for the for the kind of crew that likes Fox only, Final Destination, no items,
Well, that's for glory,
yes.
man.
no hope,
That
no
glory.
dreams?
Yes, there's also and I'm pretty sure you're aware of it as well. Like all the stages have their Final Destination version. So if you want to have no items and just a flat stage but a different variation, they got you covered, man. They got you covered.
What
don't know
about
about
other
Fox,
stuff?
though.
I've been here. What about other stuff like mechanic wise, like tripping?
Gone.
No.
Gone. Sakurai knows better. He
And,
got wrecked by the
and-
community.
yes, and also because now the day one patch is out, there actually will have been some fine tuning with most of the characters. Some of them got nerfed, while another one got good buffs. For example,
You know
Ike.
Bye,
you know something?
Rosalina. Bye, Mac.
You know something? What bothers me? What really pisses me off about this shit? I don't like day one patches, and Nintendo really set a bad precedent for that. Like
Really?
There were 4 individual patches.
no,
And this is the first one for a balance.
I'm talking about day one patches in general. Like, why? Why is that even a thing?
Well,
I'm
to be
sorry,
fair,
Clint. You don't understand. Games don't get released. Games don't get released when they're done anymore. I'm sorry, that doesn't exist.
And we'll get into that a little later.
Sonic.
but-
Well, remember Sonic 3? That game wasn't finished.
Carlos is
No,
right,
that's
but
fine.
we are getting into that a little bit later.
So yeah, just to wrap this up with my Smash Brothers, yeah, a lot of money and the amiibos. I'll probably get into that in the future podcast, but yeah, the amiibos themselves. Woo. And also, as a quick note as well, have you been hearing about the Samus amiibo? They're getting the 2 arm cannons defective, but they're selling on eBay.
Yes.
Oh,
I've seen
also-
that.
Also, a friend of mine was talking about how the amiibo quality is really ass.
Yeah,
That depends. That depends. I have seen some of the amiibos up close, and some of the first line productions are actually kind of a little good. Not as good as the presentation on E3, but still good. Everything after that is gonna come out ass.
I
because
don't-
they're Russian
I don't-
production.
Down with that.
I gotta ask, like, what's the appeal of the amiibo? I don't really get it.
Nintendo is trying to go in the Skylanders market, but they're doing it all fucking wrong.
What do you
For
mean they're doing it
Smash?
all-
Well, hold on. But how they doing it all wrong?
All right, all right. For
they mainly
Smash,
started for Smash.
yeah, but for Smash, all it is just adding a little computer AI that you can train and feed and equip, so you can be his partner or your opponent.
So pretty much it's like the Chows in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Yeah, only you don't
Something
actually
like
do
that.
it. You don't actually do anything with them. And
Also, or that AI fighter that they had in Virtua Fighter 4.
oh yeah, that was a nice one. Yeah, it's like that. Only it's not as interactive. And
It's like it's
So
kind of
it's
like
a Tamagotchi. It's a Tamagotchi
yeah,
essentially.
that's what I was just about to bring up. Yeah, it's kind of like a little Tamagotchi, like a Digipet kind of thing. You could actually you train them, all that kind of like that. Yeah.
they also have this stuff for Mario Kart where you get costumes for the Miis. And so far, the only really good application that I've seen for this is if you use Link in Hyrule Warriors, you're gonna get a new weapon, the spinner.
Same thing with
Yes.
Zelda and the other one. Like if you use Zelda, you get some bonus shit too.
Yes, and also just want to give a heads up as well. The new DLC coming out for Hyrule Warriors, the Twilight Pack,
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
Midnight True Form. Ooh, can't wait.
So overall, I mean, the amiibos they came too early. They are now actual good applications in order to use that, and I think they're going to hurt sales. But
I don't think it's gonna hurt sales more than anything else. I mean, if the way they released it is actually pretty good and pretty legit.
User in your channel timed out.
yeah, but with like weak applications like, oh, I can use this as a virtual fighter, or I can use this for a costume for Amiibos, where people were expecting the Amiibos to be like the virtual replacement for character DLC, which Sakurai shut the fuck down. There
No,
will
I
be
mean,
no
I mean,
DLC.
I'm sorry, but let's be real. I'm sorry. I'm gonna again, like I said earlier, I'm not one to insult gamers, but gamers are stupid. Like, why are you jumping to dumbass conclusions like that? Like, you should know. Like, gamers should really know better than to come up with bullshit like that because it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
You want to have context for that? What bullshit are you talking about? Just it is
So-
not.
What were we just now talking about?
You're breaking up there, Clint.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
kind of breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the DLC. You're talking about the DLC. Yeah, that was like.
I'm talking
one of
about the
big
DLC. I'm talking about the DLC. I'm thinking about gamers just coming up and making really shitty
Decisions.
not
Conclusions.
decisions but conclusions. Jump
Speculation.
Yeah, speculations. Like like as a wrestling fan, it kind of irritates me the same way because they do the same shit with wrestling. It's really dumb, and it's really dumb, and it really makes no sense. Now,
Fanboying is universal across all
if you
media.
want to sit down there and tell me educated speculation based on the information that we have, I will have a conversation with you, and I will be perfectly fine with that.
Well, as an educated speculation, I initially thought that was just going to be a very overrated memory card in order to hold the data from the 3DS to.
Yeah, I personally thought that the Amiibo, based on what it was, and its fact, is just going to add extra bonuses to Smash Brothers, Hyrule Warriors, and other games. Like, when the new 3DS comes out, it's going to have an Amiibo reader in the bottom screen.
That's true. And
Yeah.
finally, on a final note of the 3DS,
Yes.
using that as a controller is really, really, really good. There was no lag, no input lag whatsoever. It ran very smooth. The only fucking problem is that you cannot use that controller on any other mode but regular Smash. And that I thought was a very, very poor. It was a missed opportunity. A very big missed opportunity because that would allow a lot of people who have been playing Smash into 3DS to transition their skills instantly onto the Wii version.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
well, I'm working on the review, and me and Will are going to be working on the Wii U review once
Alright.
that's done.
Yep.
So we got
Okay.
So we go over to Gabe.
What you got?
Yo, what's up? Oh yeah, I've got recently I've put out a mini pod. Matt's working on editing a mini podcast that we're doing for the bookshelf. Where
Off the shelf.
off
yeah,
the
don't
shelf
worry.
where we talk about where we each just have our own little time, about 10 minutes apiece ish, to talk about various books that we read.
Okay.
My choice is Reading with Pictures, and it's not a comic book per se. It's more a book that uses. It's a book that pretty much teaches kids various things about various subjects. I like it mostly
Aw.
because it uses the medium in an interesting way, to be able to educate, and it's kind of a thing that I've been feeling really passionate about. So keep an ear out for that.
Also, I'm working on the picture for that, so it's coming. It's coming.
Yo, Carlos, I gotta hit you up about working on a logo for me.
Oh shit.
We
I'm
can-
sorry, dude. Yo, I would love to. I'm just getting like commissions left and right. Like, damn.
Or anything.
What, you don't like people throwing
I'm
money
sorry.
at you?
I can't afford to pay you, but I can't afford to pay you right now. But I mean, I'll appreciate it
Nah,
as a
that-
friend.
No, that's cool. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it
Anyways,
Yep.
all jokes aside, Keith, yo, I know you said you forgot something. I know we got to everybody already.
Yes.
Yep.
So Keith, something was demoed on PC this weekend. You didn't tell me, and I'm slightly upset about that, sir.
Well, yes.
what have you been hiding?
There was an
you
event
bastard?
that took place in Japan over this past week where a bunch of games were demoed off, and NVIDIA made an appearance to show off their upgraded OS Lollipop for their Android tablets. But, okay, I'm sorry, I take it back. They demoed Lollipop on an NVIDIA Shield tablet, but they also demoed the PC version of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zero.
By the way,
Nani?
by the way, Lollipop is so godlike.
Yes, it is. I'm enjoying it on my tablet.
Wait,
But the cool thing about this version of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is not only is it giving us more characters on screen, enhanced resolution, and when I say enhanced, I mean they were running it at 4K thanks to a GTX 980 setup in Tri-SOI, which is 3 cards at once. I would love to have that set up.
Wow.
Let me just get a reminder. When is Phantom Pain gonna be coming out? Is that
The verdict is still out.
the verdict is still out?
Yep,
All right. Because I
yeah.
was wondering, like, why the heck would they make a PC port if Phantom Pain is just a year away? But then I remember it's Kojima.
So that and the fact that they waited so long, they were teasing PC gamers for quite some time that they were going to get access to Ground Zeroes. It was like it's coming, and then they finally announced it several months after the console version came out. But even though it's more of a glorified demo, it's just the fact that we actually did get this game. It actually is coming, and it's coming up. I want to say was it December 9th? This coming out, or I might be wrong. Or December 18th. I'm sorry. It's finally come out for the PC. But with the features that I mentioned, more on-screen characters. It supports the DualShock 3. It supports the DualShock 4. It also has SLI support, 4K support, and it also comes at a locked 60 frames per second.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I definitely will be checking this out as soon as it comes out on Steam December 18th.
So your eyes will be like full of sex.
Oh, yes, it will be, because I got a new toy, not just for that, but for my PC gaming. As most of you know, I've been doing a lot of my PC gaming downstairs in my quote-unquote man cave, which has been taken over by my family. So I turned my PC to more of a gaming box. But I picked up something over the week that made me decide to play more PC games, more so than normal, back in my office, which was, I don't know if I told you guys before, but I was looking at one of the LG's 21:9 ratio monitors, the 34-inch guy.
Okay.
21:9 ratio?
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked up that bad boy, and playing the games on here is ridiculous.
All right.
So yeah, I'll be in heaven when that comes out. As far as every other game that I play, and World of Warcraft on this, even though Josh echoed my statements about that game exactly, other than the fact that a little pissed off about the launch being handled pretty badly. But Blizzard's giving back to us and trying to make it right by giving us 5 free days of game time. World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor looks fantastic on this monitor. I'd highly recommend anybody who's thinking about picking up one of these monitors for that game to do it. You have so much of the world. I don't want to say it immerses you in the world more, but you get more of the world in your face at the same time. It's actually a lot of fun, especially with first-person shooters as well. You get a lot more on your screen. Sadly, not a lot of games take advantage of that resolution.
The only way to get more world in the face to get an actual Oculus Rift?
That would be the ultimate goal eventually, but this is really nice, especially for people who don't like the fact that most people, to do this, you have to get a dual monitor or a 3-monitor setup or a surround setup, and that usually requires more horsepower, and it's also a little cumbersome, and it also comes with bad driver support at times. This gives you the best of both worlds, no bezels, at a better resolution, and actually comes in cheaper than if you were to do something like that.
I'm looking at an IG 21:9.
Actually,
monitor.
I've got a question for you, Keith.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of commercials for the more curved televisions. I don't know if has there been any movement like that for curved monitors in anywhere?
Yeah, there actually is. LG has one. It's called the 34UM. It's the 95. No, it's the next one. The 34CU97, which is a curved monitor, monitor, and it actually rings in at $1,300.
Wow.
Okay, so this is still on the ground floor of these kind of things, right?
Well, no, Dell has one coming out too. It's been rumored for quite some time. It's actually coming out finally. It was a flat panel, and it's also curved as well. So the curved monitor or the curved display is actually picking up steam. Is it worth it? I couldn't tell you or not. I went to Best Buy and checked out a number of the curved TVs just to get some information, and I talked to the reps back and forth about it. And the goal or the whole idea is to get more of it in your face, but to be directly in front of you, so it encompasses you. And I really don't get that. I don't. It doesn't seem that it's worth the $400 or $500 price tag on top of what you're paying for normally. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see it. Maybe more moviegoers or more what's we're looking for
It's pretty much
Casuals?
for movie people. It's pretty much for movie.
Yeah,
people.
it's probably for more people. I don't see any reason to jump on that just yet. I can't see the reason. Like when I picked up this monitor, I could have picked up another the curved guy for like $1,300. I'm like, first of all, I'm an idiot if I'm gonna pay $1,300 for a monitor. Two, I don't see the draw.
You know what, Keith? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm looking at an LG 29-inch 9 monitor, $49.99.
Yeah, the little brother. Yeah, and the only reason why I didn't pick that one up, and that's still a good monitor. Only reason I didn't pick that up is because the resolution is still lower. I would actually be going backwards from what I had before.
What, 2560 by 1080?
No, I had a 2560 by 1440.
Which company is it from?
No, that's what I had.
No,
before.
what did you have?
Yeah, that's what I had. And I looked at this one that you look at. You're looking at the 29 UM65.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have 55.
Right. I had monitor. I had the dual monitor setup that was running 2560 by 1440p. If I had jumped to the 29-inch model of that one, I would have been going backwards. Instead of being at 1440, it would have been at 1080. So I didn't want to do that.
Right.
So
okay.
I picked up this one, which is 3440 by 1440.
What is it? What is it called?
It's the LG 34 94p. I'll put it in the chat for you.
94p.
Yep.
I'm looking it up right. I'm looking it up right now.
Gorgeous monitor. I had to get it, and it normally is really expensive, and it still costs me like $700 to pick it up. But I'd actually sold some stuff on Amazon, got rid of some stuff I really didn't need. I was going to upgrade my PC, but I was like, DDR4 is coming out later this year, Josh. Maybe next year, more affordable. So it didn't make any sense for me to jump onto another DDR3 setup. So I got a monitor that I wanted.
I mean, part of me is like, I might end up picking it. Yeah, just to put my Xbox on and see how it looks.
Don't buy this for consoles.
Really?
Do not buy this for consoles because consoles are fixed at a 16 by 9 ratio. You will get black bars on the side of them, and you will not be able to use the full ratio of the monitor.
All right, so I'll just use my PC then. Use my middle monitor.
Yeah, PC is fine because it can push out the extra pixels. The consoles cannot do it. I've seen so many people buy this monitor, this one and the 95, and complain that there's nothing but black bars on both sides. And it's like, you're using a console fixed at 16 by 9, guys.
Next-gen monitors as well?
What's that?
Is that true for the current next-gen monitors as well? For the next-gen consoles, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. Xbox One and PlayStation 4 do not support this ratio.
Damn.
I mean, consoles were never able to support the ratio anyway.
As a general rule of thumb, you should never buy a PC monitor for a console ever.
Yeah.
The fighting game community. I mean, the fighting game community does it anyway.
Because they want to get that
That's a
wide
specialty
screen.
use, though.
You know, a lot of the when they do that for fighting games, they're misinformed. They're talking about lag and frame draw. What they should be worried about is lag delay.
Yeah,
So,
I always thought the reason they got that is to try to
To lower the lag,
recreate,
to lower the lag, like the input lag.
right.
yeah, to recreate the arcade experience of playing that on a big flat screen, like with Super Street Fighter 4.
Well, not necessarily. It's just to make sure, it's like on.
Yeah,
point, as in when you
recreating-
press a button, it comes out at about the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
recreating the arcade experience is not what they care about.
Huh.
It's
No,
pretty
I always thought that input lag was just handled by the controllers.
It's precision. It's
Uh-huh.
precision because you look at the screen like CRTs have no input lag at all. Well, most CRTs have no input lag.
It's
So
minimal.
It's very minimal.
Very minimal. So a lot of players would still play Street Fighter on the Xbox 360 and PS on a CRT monitor because there's very minimal input. But let us move on. We have a lot to get to. A lot
And
to
not
get
a
to.
lot of time.
Not a lot of time. So basically, you all know about the Humble Bundle, stuff like that. I was just looking around while we were talking, and there's 2 bundles going out right now. A Humble Weekly Bundle with a bunch of games, and if you pay $15 or more, you get Costume Quest 2, Primal Carnage, Slender, The Arrival,
Oh.
Chapters 1 through 4,
man.
Dungeons of Elements Intake, and Beat Hazard Ultra.
You're making Carlos sad
Mm,
because he wants to
oh,
get on that PC.
Yo, Costume Quest,
And the
Slender,
jump-
The Awakening.
And the Humble Weekly Bundle is the joystick bundle, supporting the Able Gamers Foundation. The Humble Bundle the Humble Jumbo Bundle 3 has Tesla Effect, a text
Oh,
monthly
yeah.
adventure.
Damn.
Always, Sometimes, Monsters, Insurgency. Guess what? You get 4 copies. 1 for you, 3
Free for your friends.
Yep, pretty much. If you share Insurgency, you unlock full Mojo Rampage. If you pay more than the average, you get Grid 2, Black Guards, Euro Truck Simulator, Half Minute Hero, Super Mega Neo Climax Ultimate Boy,
Damn.
Grid 1, Kick Beat, and Kick Beat Steam Edition. If you pay $12,
Oh.
if you pay more $12 or more, you unlock Saints Row the 4th.
Oh.
And this bundle supports Save the Children and Charity Water.
Okay. Good.
Wow,
good.
that's good. That's good.
Right, and it is also the Mumble Books bundle with the Hunger Games, Spirit Animals Book 1, Infinity Ring Book 1, Goosebumps Horrorland 1. If you pay more than $9.95, which is the average right now, get the Raven Boys, 39 Clues Book 1, War Horse Catching Fire, Goosebumps Horrorland number 4, The Invention of Hugo Cabret, 39 Class Book 2, and Infinity Ring Book 2. And if you pay more than $15, you get Mockingjay. So if you pay $15 or more, you can pretty much get the first 3 audiobooks for the Hunger Games series. And these are all scholastic. So let you know.
Oh.
Huh. Well,
I
we're
just
done
saw-
advertising
I
on
just saw it
that.
coming. I just saw it. I thought it was interesting for anybody that wants to really just wanted to get the bundles or whatever are interested, because a lot of people don't know about the Humble Bundle.
That's true.
Wait. There are people who still don't know about the Humble Bundle?
The Humble Bundle.
I'm
Yeah.
one of them. I don't know what this humble
Me
bundle
too.
is.
Well,
Yeah,
What do you-
I think part
Well-
of that is because people may be more familiar with it who play in the PC gaming realm, and if you're a console person, like, you may not be aware of that stuff. Straight up.
Yeah, like
Still,
Humble
they kind of advertise that through even the browser games as well. There are Humble Bundles for like,
browser, yeah.
browser games, mobile
For
games.
Yeah, for mobile. Yeah, I'm familiar with that through that because I just got that from my phone recently, actually.
Yeah, like if you check like the Humble store has games.
Games galore.
Yeah, some games have to be at retail, like for example, The Crew and Far Cry 4. Like other games are pretty cheap. For example, Saints Row 4 Game of the Century Edition. If you want to upgrade, that's a $665 upgrade, and instead of $10. Besides the point.
Practically, the only
Oh.
bad thing about this is it's not available for consoles. I mean, understandable. The retail ones, yeah, you're not gonna have a humble bundle for that.
Bro, there was a Humble THQ bundle with all the retail games that came out. Got that shit. I got some balling games for like $1. Like
Oh,
I just
shit.
gave them $1 and I got like mad games.
Damn.
Wow.
Then the only flaw of this, and if you want to call that a flaw, is it's not on consoles. Yeah,
I mean,
I would kind of
arguably,
expect
I
something
think
like
with the
this
way
for
with the way
PSN.
with the way the PS4 works, they could probably be able to have one on there.
not really.
Yeah. I was
Nah,
just
Oh,
thinking
so-
for
so-
Microsoft.
PSN,
What's funny?
Xbox
Microsoft would be
360.
more willing. Microsoft would be more willing to do that, and Sony would be. Because
Well,
remember,
no,
why?
Sony still.
Sony would have to wait for the PlayStation Network to get hacked first before they do that.
Segues. Apparently, a hacker group managed to allegedly get their way into the PlayStation Network, Microsoft accounts, and 2K accounts.
Hold up. Isn't this like the third time a bunch of hackers hacked into Sony's network?
yeah, Sony
Yep.
has really piss poor security. They've talked about the people have told them about that in the past. They've had people audit their network, and yeah, it's not getting better.
The first time it got hacked, and you know that good 90-day hack, that 40,
Oh,
Who
God.
doesn't remember? Who doesn't remember?
like literally a security council from the government basically audited the hell out of their. I'm sorry, if you don't fix this shit, you're gonna get hacked again.
We don't care
And
about
they-
getting hacked. What are you talking about?
Like
Ew.
that's exactly what they said. They're gonna get hacked again. I'm trying to find the story. I'm trying to find the initial story, basically. But allegedly Sony basically said, "Oh, we didn't get hacked." So Sony said, "We didn't get hacked. Nothing in the infrastructure proved."
Sure,
What? Maybe they just
did.
reused the old information from the previous hack.
Pretty much.
Oh boy.
I mean, people love PlayStation. I will give them a lot of credit. People love PlayStation, but you also have to understand I'm sorry, but not safe.
Yeah.
You're no, the rule about the internet is you're never safe on the internet. It just depends on how secure you are, and how much you care about your security to keep working at it. If you get hacked or if there's a flaw discovered, it's up to you or your organization to decide if you're going to investigate, close up that loophole, or say, fuck it, I don't care.
Right.
You're never truly
Fair
safe on the internet. That's the nature of the internet. You're not safe.
The
Yep,
wild,
yep.
wild west out there, man.
Yep.
I mean, of course, the Wild Wild West.
Ooh.
Wild
No,
Wild West.
don't get
No,
into
no.
Don't get jiggy with it. I'm sorry.
No,
So
no,
pretty much,
no.
so pretty much the hacker team, the hacker group that said they leaked a bunch of stuff and their account on Twitter has been officially suspended as of yesterday. For the team Derp trolling, the hacker group that claimed responsibility for a previous DDoS attack on Blizzard servers.
Yeah, yeah, asshats. Thanks.
No, I'm sorry. Keep going. This is just more entertaining.
Like pretty much, so Derp trolling basically said they have 800,000 from 2K and 500,000 credit card datas,
What?
as well as in all the raids they've amassed 7 million usernames and passwords, 2 million Comcast accounts, 620 Twitter accounts, 1.2 million credentials belonging to CIA, 200,000 Microsoft accounts, 3 million Facebook, 1.7 billion Origin accounts, etc., etc.
Etc.
But they
Hold
didn't
up.
post
Wow.
any of them. They didn't put a hash out on any of them. I don't believe them.
Yeah.
Usually, most people that
I'm
have
talking
them usually
bullshit,
say,
man.
"Here's some of the stuff we have."
That just sounds like
No,
mad
they sent
weird.
the link. They sent the link out. They sent the link out.
Oh, they
but
did send the hash out.
They sent the link out on a pastebin. But what happened was that the Twitter account got suspended. Essentially,
Someone has the archive though.
Yeah, they
Right.
usually put it on Pastebin, so you can see that
it
stuff.
is on pastebin. Yeah. The thing is also, as of today at like 9:15 a.m. There, according to CNET, the leak may have been faked.
Yeah, that's what they're claiming right now. Yes.
It's been faked. So
It's getting harder to tell who the real hackers and who the fakes are anymore.
pretty
Other
much that's the plan. That's the plan. Oh, also, if you have an Xbox 360, Defiance has officially gone free to play.
Oh, okay. Finally.
I'm sorry, Carlos. I was busy stuffing my mouth full of cookies. You said it's getting harder to tell the real hackers from the fake hackers. How you tell the real hackers? They don't tell you shit.
Nah, anonymous.
That's true.
No. Anonymous are real hackers, and they tell you everything they do.
They got caught.
Anonymous.
Because they were bragging.
Wait.
I'm sorry, but I love Anonymous. I love Anonymous for the fact that they hacked the KKK's Twitter, doxed every single member of the KKK in Missouri, and was like, "What's up, though?"
What's up, dog? Got your shit right here?
They just did not care at all.
So, what are
Alright,
you going to do with those hoods now?
All right, so Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby came out this week.
Yes.
If you go
Yes.
to most of you might not hear this podcast in time in New York City, but guess what? If you have your copy of Ruby or Sapphire from the Game Boy Advance lying around, if you're one of the first 250 people at the Nintendo World Store on Sunday, you get if you give in that copy of Ruby and Sapphire or Ruby and Sapphire, you get a free copy of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby.
And just as well, I need to clarify because like I read on the Twitter of Nintendo, it said like if you show them Ruby or Sapphire, yeah, you do get a free game. You show them, not actually trade it.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that be a
show 'em.
collector's edition or something you wouldn't want to give away?
I mean, I figured Nintendo would want to do something fun with it. Just saying.
No, it's just like it says on Twitter. It says like if the first 250 people to show that they have the original games, they get the new version for free. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the plan. So you got to be one of the first 250 people from the opening of Nintendo World on Sunday at
And-
Rockefeller Center.
Yes.
And people are probably lining up right now for that shit.
I was just about to say yes. No doubt about it, people is already lined up.
I think I'm guessing you're going to go back on the line.
No. I don't have a 3DS, and they don't have Sapphire, so no. This is what
Indeed.
I am sitting out. Yes.
Okay,
What
so
happened to that
no
Persona
frostbite
3DS
for
that you got?
So apparently with Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, the Pokemon internet caught wind of Cali Plage's review on IGN for Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, She rated it 7.8. She said there's a little bit. They essentially what she said in the initial paragraph of the review on IGN. However, as a remake, it does represent a big missed opportunity to fix several balance issues and mechanical problems. A difficulty I had going back after playing the much more modern Pokemon X shows how far Pokemon games have come in 12 years. Essentially,
And what happened after that?
She says essentially with this, Cali Plage says that there's an imbalance in the game. There's always been an imbalance in the game with the amount of water Pokemon in third gen games.
Huh.
So pretty much, a lot of people on Twitter kind of went ham on IGN and was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And they started
That sounds familiar.
Boy.
They started really kind of insulting her and no death threats. So
Oh no! Please don't insult the females, guys. We're trying to get out of this.
No. There's no sexism. There was no sexism or anything like that. It was just more like, you're stupid. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Blah 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 blah. Another one of her big complaints was there's too many HMs in the game. Same thing with third gen. There's too many HMs, and why the hell is secret power a move?
Okay, two things. First off, fellas, we are trying to get in with the ladies, not drive them out. Don't go with bizarre logic, people. Oh, thank you.
Like that.
The more you learn. Dun, dun, dun. And second, now with 3DS having online capability, you think that all this imbalance stuff that can easily be patched?
Like,
Ain't it?
this is
Yep,
true.
yep, yep.
This is true. Like, literally, her verdict, and this is a good sentence in there that really explains what she means. Still, a few of its flaws are even more glaring in 3D, such as the excess water Pokemon and often dull navigation of the habitats.
What?
And
Then
number
the-
3, none of that's going to matter because Worcester will still have the world record.
Yeah,
boy.
pretty much so. I mean, for Pokemon fans in here, I mean, me personally, I kind of agree with her. The third gen was not my favorite at all.
What can you expect more from a remake of an old game? I mean,
if you look
they're
at
fixing some stuff, but not
if
so
you
much.
look at if you look at Fire Red and Leaf Green and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they fixed a lot in those games. They've actually improved for the first and second gen games. This one is kind of like, it's Pokemon, brand new story, brand new Mega Evolutions, brand new like Primal Evolutions and shit like that. But there's still a lot of the problems the third gen had.
Okay, so I see. So it's just more skin deep.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a retouch, whereas opposed to those other ones were much more. They're retooling of mechanics, retooling of like gameplay experience.
Pretty much. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's the thing between the third and fourth gen remakes of Gen 1 and Gen 2, and then the Gen 6 remake of Generation 3. I mean,
Step up to that level, man.
like, come on, like you can't be going backwards when you've done so much to go forwards. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a whole one step forward, two steps back thing with Nintendo at all. It's like, it's still 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So they're still taking a step forward. It's just not the step forward. Personally, I would want them to take. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have any true opinion other than that because I'm not buying the game anyway. I don't buy remakes.
Okay, sure. That's okay. That is okay.
The only remake I bought was Resident Evil for the GameCube because that shit was so good, and the Twin Snakes on the GameCube because that shit was so good.
Yes.
Yeah, so good that it's not available all across the country so far, unless you go on eBay and willing to spend $80+ dollars. Damn.
Nah, nigga, not about that life. Anyway, so, put it this way. PlayStation 4 has shipped and sold 10 million consoles. About 10, 11 million consoles. The Xbox One, as of the NPD for October, has shipped and sold 10 million.
Right.
They're catching up.
They're catching up. By
Good for
God, they're
them, man.
catching- By God, they're catching up, Josh.
My God.
We
My
wonder
God,
why.
He's catching up.
You know,
It's catching
Sony's,
up
you know, PlayStation 4 has got games that are supposed to have been out last year that's throwing out certain things, and the hype wasn't justified, and they suck ass. Drive Club.
Alright,
Not to mention
so-
their indie program has not kicked in that well. So yeah, all the good
Yeah, go ahead.
games like Hyperlight Travels, that man, I want that other game, Chasm.
Right.
And yeah, all,
Chasm's PC first, so I wasn't. The
Yeah.
thing they got to worry about with them is the games that were supposed to come out for the PC and ended up being PlayStation 4 exclusive, like not Chasm. What was that one game? Axiom Verge. That's a big one. They're even pushing it on their kiosks right now. That's supposed to be out some. And I've been talking to the gentleman who's working on the title, and
tell
he's
him
hoping
that
that it's
we're
coming
doing
out
a really
sometime
good
next
job.
year, sometime maybe March, maybe even after PAX. Because I asked him, say, "Are you going to be at PAX East this year?" He's like, "I don't know. We might be. We're not sure just yet. You know, we're not done." So that there's a bunch of indie games for PlayStation 4 that are exclusive, but they're not coming out till later. They
Right.
missed their 2004 debut.
Right. So, and a lot of it too is that Sony on their consoles, unlike Microsoft, who, you know, don't get me wrong, a lot of gamers didn't like the idea of Microsoft focusing on the all-around entertainment aspect of its console, which I feel that it was warranted because I'm sorry, with the convergence of media being a thing, that was the illogical step to take.
Not to mention they needed to get rid of that stigma that Xbox are bros only and only used to play first-person shooters.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at Sony's content partners. They don't really have much in the way of like video apps and things like that. There's like no Comedy Central, HBO, no ESPN.
Yeah.
But you can do NBA League Pass, NHL Center Ice, MLB Extra Innings, and NFL Sunday Ticket. You can do that.
Not to mention they're starting to make their own original content for the network. They got Powers coming out.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, so does Microsoft. You know, because they got that Halo Nightfall, and they're coming out with some other stuff too. So it's like it's stuff where they're matching up and things like that. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get it twisted.
Like there's some things that Sony hasn't even caught up with Microsoft with. Like yeah, Sony you can play music off of a USB drive, but
You've been able to do that for 3 generations.
no, you've been able to do that
Yeah.
for 3 generations. Oh wait, but PS4 can't do DNLA streaming.
Can't do
Microsoft-
MKVs either.
Xbox One can do it. Xbox Ones can do MKV, but they don't do subtitles.
I can load
Xbox
that.
had their own music server since it started
Yeah.
Xbox 360. So yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much also like, you know, the price drop for the Xbox kind of like, you know, factors into that too. Because since dropping the price on November 1st, it's like, yo, people have actually said, yo, I'm gonna go get this shit.
Yeah, it's even lower for Black Friday too. It's like $3.29 in some places.
Yeah, that's
And-
actually pretty good.
And not to mention, there's like a more impressive lineup of games coming out for the Xbox One. You got what? You got Sunset Overdrive, Killer Instinct for the fighting game heads, Forza for the car nerds. You got what?
Halo.
Halo Master Chief. Well, it's still a big
We'll
thing.
get into that later. We'll get
And-
into that.
And Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to be a game to come out for them
Yeah, but
first.
it's also going to come out on PS4, just not at the same time.
Not at the same time, but you know, there's still going to be a lieu of, you know, exclusivity, a la, you know, Liberty City Stories. We all remember what happened around that shit.
Mhm.
We never speak of it. It's a dark time in our lives.
Oh man, God, I love Josh for that one. And even someone so look at Microsoft is like, listen, you know what? You got Xbox Live. You got Xbox Live for
Oh my God.
thing.
I
Today they gave away Sunset Overdrive for 1 full day for free.
Wow.
And you also mentioned there was another free game for Xbox 360 for the Game of Gold. What was it? Diversion?
No, that was no. Defiance is not Gamers for Gold. It's actually a free play MMO. On the
Oh.
Xbox. Kind of like
Oh.
Warframe.
It's
like
not
Warframe.
that good.
Not that good. But it's
It's
free.
not.
I mean, Sony's been doing that with DC Universe Online, which is not.
Was not
No,
that good
no,
either.
No, it's not. Ugh.
I mean,
Oh,
Warframe
God.
is actually. I mean, I played Warframe on the Xbox One. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
And even so, Xbox One has been outselling the PS4 for the last 3 weeks in the UK, officially getting to the 1 million mark.
You know, I've been telling Neff and Keith this for a long ass time. It doesn't matter if you can play your fucking games, your PS3 or PS4, whatever, on a Vita. It's not going to matter when your interface just sucks ass compared to Xbox Live. Not to mention their entire library.
Not telling me
Everything
that.
is
I like them both.
Oh, of course, you're
I
the
don't
PC
like-
Master Race.
I mean, don't get me
Don't
wrong.
forget that either. Thank you.
I don't like the interface of the PS4. I've never liked how it looked. I never liked how it felt. Because when we went to the Namco event, I got a chance to check the interface. I did not like it.
Not at all. And you know
But
what?
then
It's
again,
just a
but also-
struggle.
But also keep this in mind. In 2015, we still got games coming out for Xbox that are announced. Quantum Break, which is a brand new IP. Fable Legends is coming out. Halo Guardians. Like, there's a bunch of games coming out.
That's true. And you know,
Also,
the
aren't many of the games being dual ported still, at least for a little while?
So what? So the 360 and the PS4, no 360 and
No.
Yes.
If you notice, they're slowly moving away from the 360.
yeah.
They just haven't pulled the plug like they did with the original Xbox immediately, the Xbox 360.
kind of give it like the same around the time like the PlayStation 1 compared to PlayStation 2. They're not going to pull the plug just yet, but give it a year or two and then I'll be done. And then I got to drop it. Goodbye,
what's
old
funny-
friend.
And then what's funny is that even the UK boss, Fergal Gara, said that the PS4 needs to kind of broaden its horizons a little bit. Sony's not one to broaden its horizons at all.
Wait, are we talking about the same ones that had a lot of variety in content on the PlayStation 2? What the hell happened?
The PlayStation 3.
Yeah, but even then they still kind
Not
of.
really, because the PlayStation 3 was more known for JRPGs and single player games.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of the Japanese
I-
developers kind of cut out of the action game realm. That
Yeah, once Microsoft was like, yo, you can get the best multiplayer experience on our console. And they backed that shit up. Sony couldn't keep up with that shit because their online was ass.
That's because
Yeah.
Sony relied on all the other game developers to provide their own servers, where Microsoft had their own in-house service for Xbox Live. That's pretty much how they, dominated everything.
Yeah,
Yep,
but at the same
yep.
time, depending on what game you were talking about, mostly the pseudo MMOs or online required games, that was also a mixed blessing. Like with the Phantasy Star Universe, where you had to pay for Xbox Live, and then you had to pay for the Hunter license, or why it never got Final Fantasy Online because Square was like, that's retarded. Why are we making gamers play twice? But yeah,
Right.
but the most part, Microsoft did provide their own servers, which helped. Not to mention, it doesn't hurt that, they kind of pioneer in that stuff as well.
Yeah, they pioneered the whole Xbox Live experience.
And well, not just that, online with the Azure servers, the whole cloud, that's dumb.
Yeah. And
how's have been the impressions of Sony Play so far?
Sony Share Play?
No. The Sony, what was it? That's cloud thing with the old Sony games.
Oh, you talking about PlayStation now?
The PlayStation TV.
No,
The PlayStation TV, the
Now.
PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now.
PlayStation Now was a mess when it first came out.
It's still a mess.
Yeah,
And just like the PlayStation TV, the only reason why we got that over here is because it was such a failure in Japan. I think they just wanted to make up what they made on the units they created and just rebranded them, brought them the fuck over here.
Fuck up something so.
You have to understand, and they even got PlayStation TVs on the Sony brand new smart TVs. The only problem is like, I'm sorry, I mostly play fighting games and sports games. I'm sorry, there's still kind of a degree of accuracy. What the fuck am I doing streaming a game that requires accuracy? The lag is going to be ridiculous. Especially if
Exactly.
your online is garbage.
I mean, that might make more sense for maybe like puzzle games or whatever. But
Yeah, but even
maybe
someone-
RPGs could stand that.
Yeah, RPGs can stand that. You can't play games with QuickTime events, and a lot of the games that's on PlayStation Now to rent have QuickTime events.
Ouch. That's horrible.
And then
Fuck
the
that
prices
shit.
are, and on top of that, the prices are ridiculous for rentals. So
Yeah,
Yes,
they are.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about with those pricing, but they're terrible. The pricing scheme is just really bad.
Yeah,
So
this seems like one of those things that sounds better in the boardroom than real world.
no, but to be fair, Sony's falling back into the same traps they fell in with the PlayStation 3, and it's very scary. It's like they're so complacent right now. It's not even funny.
They figure they can just live on the Sony PlayStation brand alone. When they just realize, I'm sorry, you're no longer top dogs anymore. They're pretty much doing what Nintendo was during the 64 days.
Not even during the 64 days, the GameCube days, because it was like the 64 days they were still actually kind of like
they were conceited as ass.
They
CDs?
were.
CDs? Who the fuck's needs CDs? We're gonna make our own cartridges and we're gonna make our own GDRs, tiny ass CD discs that spin. No one's gonna actually get a CD game. Fuck that.
No, it's not that.
Dumbasses.
It's not that. It, like, here's the thing: with the GameCube was like anti-piracy. With the Nintendo 64 was like they didn't believe in the CD thing because loading times. Those are a thing.
Despite the fact they almost did it with the Super Nintendo, and hence the PlayStation was actually born.
I mean, pretty much.
Hindsight, 2020.
Nintendo did kind of piss off Sony.
Yes.
Because Sony wasn't going to make any money off of the SNES CD at all. They were going to make nothing.
So, what do you think the Sony needs to do in order to get out of this conundrum?
Out of this slump, they need to start their PR. They don't have the best PR. I don't believe they have the best PR right now.
They used to. Granted,
I like the commercial that they had personally, and I'm sorry if I'm hogging the mic a little bit, but I like the commercial they did with the real life, with Kevin Durant and all this other stuff like that for the game.
I miss that guy, man.
I like those advertisements. Not Kevin. No, I'm talking about Kevin Durant, the PS4 one. Not the other Kevin guy for the PS3. That was
Kevin
funny.
Butler.
Kevin Butler. I'm talking about like they did NBA 2K. They did a commercial for like a bunch of other games, based off like basically real life recreations of the games.
Yes.
That commercial is pretty good. It's just that it doesn't make me want to buy a PlayStation 4.
Well, I mean, if they do another thing like the Michael commercial, then perhaps if they do another Michael commercial.
Like, you want to tell me, like, I wanted to buy a PlayStation Vita when I saw the PlayStation Vita, not the PlayStation Vita, the PSP. I wanted to buy a PSP when I saw the PSP commercial because that was so cool. The one with Busta Rhymes. It was like, take me out.
Really? I thought it was the whole freaking nut thing, the squirrel commercial, I remember.
And the squirrel commercials was pretty dope. Like, it was sick. Those were great commercials. That's great PR. Too bad the PlayStation Portable operating system was garbage.
Yeah, and yet, people still swear by that because, I can emulate. Oh, look at all these great JRPGs. Yo, I can play my PS3 and PS4 on my Vita. What the fuck are you doing with a 3DS? Playing good games.
I'm sorry. That's a fact. I mean,
Yo.
Okay, come on.
Josh, wasn't the only reason you bought a PS4 because there was a Xbox One already in the house?
Yeah, Nick actually had an Xbox One, but not only that, but the only games I probably want to play on Xbox One is Killer Instinct, which I already did when Nick was here, so that's off my checklist, and possibly Halo Guardians, but I already own Halo 1 through 4, so why the hell would I want to play it again?
No, that's Halo Master Chief Collection. Guardians is a brand new fucking game that's coming out.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And also,
Master
what about
Chief,
Sunset Overdrive? Have you tried it yet, Josh? Sunset Overdrive?
Not yet. That's probably one of the only titles I want to actually play. But PlayStation 4 pretty much has all the other games that I'm looking for that the Xbox One has, and people are like, well, there's also Titanfall. It's like, stand by for who gives a fuck.
Titanfall is pretty ass. I'm sorry.
It's Shadowrun 2.0. It's basically Shadowrun with guns instead of fucking magic. And there's no story mode. It's all online, and it's pretty much Call of Duty with fucking Megazords.
And what's even worse off about that is they just came out with a brand new patch for it as well, adding more modes. And it's like, your game's dead, guy. Last time on the PC to play Titanfall, maybe 3 weeks ago, there was maybe 500 people in total playing it.
I'm sorry. That game is about as dead as Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'm just saying.
People still play Street Fighter Cross Tekken, so worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's because they're still holding on to the hope that they're going to make Tekken Cross Street Fighter. No,
they have to.
No. Harada basically says the game is still in development.
They have to do it. They're under contract. They have to make the game.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
No. Harada knows what he's doing. They're under contract for that.
No. I know. I understand that, but in mechanics wise, That's why, you know.
Oh
Tekken
no!
Revolution,
Pay attention to Tekken 7. A lot of ideas that are going to Tekken 7 are also for that.
He's in
Yeah,
the lab
that-
right
that's
now.
what, that's what he said. That's pretty much what he said. I mean, think about it. Think about it. If Capcom versus SNK 2 didn't come out and they still had that contract, that game would have probably came out now. Like Marvel and Capcom still had like one game left in their contract, and that's why
Yeah.
Marvel 3 came out. Pretty much. But yeah, on the flip side of that, I mean, with Microsoft actually doing really good things, and don't get me wrong, Games for Gold is really good because they're releasing like indie games, and like they're releasing indie games as Games for Gold for the Xbox One, which is actually a great ploy. It was like, yo, you know what? You don't even like. We'll give you a bunch of money to release your indie games. Like we'll give you consoles to dev it on. We'll lend you consoles to dev it on. Release your game for free. If your game is really good, we'll release your game for free for the first month, and just have like a bunch of people buy it and recommend it and all this shit like that. And they'll give you money. Like Volgar the Viking is a hard game, but it's pretty good.
Is it like a roguelike?
Yeah.
No, not really.
It's a side scroller.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a
kind of like
really-
an old school
It's
Castlevania
a
scroll.
really hard old school type thing. Like Crimson Dragon was free. What other game was free?
Guacamelee
was free.
Guacamelee was free. What was the game that was free last month? I picked it up, but I can't remember what it was.
Chariot.
Chariot was free, and that was a pretty fun game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I picked up Max and the Curse of Brotherhood for free as well.
Yeah, that was free as well.
That was a fun game.
Really? I tried that out.
Yeah, that game was fun. I still
Hell,
wanna go back.
even Xbox 360 people are getting into it. They got what else is free from this month? Red Faction Gorilla.
Yeah.
Red Faction Gorilla. Let's see. Last month was Darksiders 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Hope you picked that up. That was a good game.
Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty much like Xbox One, like Volcar the Vikings free. Like Halo Spartan Assault was free for like what? For like a month in June, for like 2 months.
Meanwhile, in Sony
That
PlayStation Land,
wasn't
yeah.
really that good.
As long as you keep paying your online, all the games that we have this month is free. But if you don't give us our money, we're taking that shit back.
Pretty much, I have so many PS Plus games on my PlayStation 3, and it's like I can't play them because I'm not renewing.
Now, I read that, I don't think it's coming over here, but overseas, I forgot what territory it was, that they were looking at changing that to where you get to keep your games.
Oh.
Too little, too late.
I'm sorry, it's too fucking late now.
Yeah, agreed.
So moving into that, all right. So we
So
know
in
that
terms of
Sony
sales-
needs to keep up.
Sony needs to keep up. Can they keep up with the Black Friday coming up?
They
What
don't
about
have anything.
forecast?
They don't. What do they have to push the system right now?
Well, let's take a look. We're gonna take a look at hardware first, ladies and gentlemen. I want everybody's personal thoughts on this. I'm gonna read the PlayStation 4 consoles first.
All right, shoot.
Now, at Major, I forgot how to pronounce that. It's a Midwest chain.
Oh,
PlayStation
you
4.
mean that one that's screwing up human rights?
not Kroger, but still. PlayStation 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, Last of Us Remastered, or Lego Batman 3 and Little Big Planet 3. With the Last of Us Remastered and Little Big Planet 3 being digital copies, plus a
And
$50
Grand Theft
gift,
Auto being a multi-platform title. So
plus a $50 gift card at Major for $3.99. At Best Buy, Dell, Target, Newegg, Toys R Us, and Walmart for $3.99 is the PS4 with Grand Theft Auto 5 and Last of Us Remastered. PS4 by itself with a $50 gift card is $400. Online only, PS4 Grand Theft Auto 5, Last of Us Remastered, and a choice of 2 editions for $450. Online only. PlayStation 4 Black Friday bundle with Grand Theft Auto 5 and The Last of Us Remastered on Amazon, $400. Black Friday bundle with Lego Batman 3 and Little Big Planet 3, $99 as well on Amazon. And you can get a PlayStation 4 by itself for $320 on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Thoughts? Gears?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, GTA 5 is the only reason we probably want to try and get a PlayStation for it because, like, The Last of Us, don't get me wrong, that thing's already a great game as it is, but if you already played the PS3 version already, it's really not really much of an extra point to actually play The Last of Us again for PS4, if you ask me.
My thoughts exactly.
Josh?
This just seems like a desperate attempt to get attention on the PS4. I mean, like they said, I mean, GTA 5 is probably the best deal. And it was just said already, if you haven't played Last of Us on PS3, there's no reason getting it for PS4. And, you know, Little Big Planet 3 is kind of like a niche game. I mean, you know, it's kind of fun and stuff, but everything else seems like cannon fodder, honestly. I mean, Lego games are kind of fun, but who really takes those games seriously, you know? And if you're going to go ahead and give away bundles, you know, at least give away, you know, some better games. And on top of that, don't do it for the same price you can get a PS4 for. You know,
Yes.
I mean, do a little bit less. Do $349. This is supposed to be Black Friday. This isn't supposed to be, you know, your regular run-of-the-mill sale. If you're gonna do a Black Friday deal, fucking do it right. $349, 3 free games that don't suck.
Like,
Yes.
Little Big Planet 3 is a really popular game right now.
It has its problems. I mean, it's not a perfect game. I mean, it actually has some game-breaking bugs last time I checked.
Yeah.
But it
Alright.
still has a very strong following, so
Right. Keep thoughts?
You really want my thoughts on this?
Yes.
Oh god.
They all
Break it.
suck. All the deals suck. All of them suck. There's nothing on there. Again, the PlayStation 4 has nothing that says buy me right now.
Yo, pipe bomb.
Nothing.
CM Punk, let's go.
So
Except Keith doesn't quit.
there's no
Oh.
reason. I mean, there's no reason to lower your price for this system. I mean, sure, $329 is a great price for the PlayStation 4 for what it is, but what are you gonna play on it?
All right.
And it's not hate. I mean, it's truth. I mean, I have both systems. I'm not hating on either system, but if you're gonna spend your hard-earned money, you're gonna want to play something. Again, if you already have a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360, you've probably already played Grand Theft Auto, so you're not gonna pick that up.
I mean, if you're interested in first-person sex scenes, you can.
You can pick up Batman 3 for this PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
All right. So we go
There's
to the
nothing to get.
Yeah, for real. We go to the Xbox One consoles at Major and Target. So at Target, pretty much, Xbox One's with the Xbox One's Assassin's Creed bundle with a Unity and Assassin's Creed Black Flag and a $50 gift card will be $330. Halo Master Chief Collection 30 at Walmart. The Xbox One with Halo and the Master Chief Collection and a $30 gift card will be $30. So basically, the Xbox One with Master Chief Collection by itself is $300. That's not bad.
Yeah,
get to Walmart,
I
of
agree. I
course.
agree.
The Xbox One with Connect with Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed 4 with an extra controller at Best Buy is $430. Xbox Ones with Assassin's Creed Unity and Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag at Best Buy, Dell, Newegg, and Walmart is $329.99. The Halo Master Chief Collection bundle with 12 months of Xbox Live and one additional game is $379 at Walmart.
Okay.
Online only, though. The Assassin's Creed Connect bundle with a free game at the Microsoft Store is $430. The Assassin's Creed bundle by itself, with an additional free game with no Connect, is $330.
Okay.
At Go Hastings, Xbox One with Connect and a $100 gift card is $430. And on eBay, the Assassin's Creed bundle without Connect and a 12-month Xbox Live Gold card on Thursday at 9 p.m. is $330. Your
How
thoughts?
about any online sales, like stuff for Xbox Live and indie games?
We're gonna get there. We're doing the hardware right now. So
All right then.
your thoughts on this one? I want to hear your thoughts on this one.
Well, as far as concerned, as a guy who loves Assassin's Creed, I mean,
Man, I heard, I didn't know your name was Keith.
funny.
You know, again, it's the value right here, and again, it sounds like I'm probably sounds like I'm a fanboy, but you're getting both Assassin's Creed games and a system at a low price, plus
Sounds
a
like a
500
good deal
gig
for
hard
me,
drive.
man. And I
Like,
don't even like Assassin's Creed.
You can't beat that. You're getting substance with your system, and if you don't, you know, it's like, what are you thinking about? Just
And
do it.
think
Just
about-
don't buy
think
the
about-
Connect version.
And think about it, is the Connect version with
Yo,
an extra controller. The Connect
Are
at
we
Best Buy,
close to being able to talk about what I really want to talk about?
what, the Wii U?
Not-
No, just something more systemic with these new games coming out, man.
Oh yeah, let's hurry
we're
up and
go-
get
we're
through
gonna
the
get into that.
Black
We're
Friday.
gonna
getting
get
deal.
into that.
Don't worry, we're gonna get into the ass creed.
I'm just
Yeah,
build,
I
I'm
would
building the rage.
recommend.
I'm
Yeah, I would
building the rage,
recommend
just
if you're
letting you know,
looking
guys.
for a system, then you want games, then pick this up. If you're looking for games.
Don't
If
wor-
you're just
don't-
looking
don't
to buy
worry,
a system, then do what you want.
Don't worry, Gabe. We're just doing our options right now. We haven't got hit confirmed yet. We'll get into the
Alright,
combo
so pretty
later.
much. So I mean, at Best Buy, the best Xbox One bundle, in my personal opinion, and we'll get to Josh's thoughts after this one, is the Best Buy bundle for $430 with an extra controller, Connect, and both Assassin's Creed games. That's a great sale. But the other great sale is the eBay one. Josh, your thoughts on these?
It sounds like a lot of Assassin's Creed. I would like to see more variety. It's smart on Microsoft. It's a smart business. Assassin's Creed Unity is, obviously pretty hot right now, and to offer that for Black Friday along with the, Xbox One console, it's pretty smart business. But if you're not into the Assassin's Creed series, what are you actually left with? You're left with slim pickings as far as bundles go.
Well,
Now-
Well, think about
oh,
it. Think about it this way.
the Sunset
Before,
Overdrive.
they used to bundle with a bunch of one good game and then one tossover game from the last year. Now
you
they're
mean
bundled.
no Rise? You want to play Rise?
Oh God.
Yeah, I remember when they used to bundle with Forza and Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
Oh,
and-
I remember that shit.
Yo, and you're going from that to both Assassin's Creed at the same time with the extra controller. Sounds like a good deal, and I don't even
Keep in
play
mind that's a limited time bundle. But yeah,
And
it's still.
I feel like I should have waited till Black Friday to get my Xbox One. Like for real. Like I'm looking at these bundles, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
went
but you
in.
wanted-
They
you
went
wanted a
in.
good Black Friday sale. You know what they should have done to move consoles? They really wanted to, beat Sony. Here's what you do: bundle $430 comes with a Halo Master Chief Collection, second controller, and a guaranteed pre-order of Halo Guardians. Boom, mic drop.
Bam.
Yo,
Late in
Joshua,
August.
That's a pretty good plan. That actually,
Joshua Piedra with the
that-
Joshua Piedra. This is a guy that wanted to work in the gaming, and trust me, he knows the shit.
I actually have a degree in game design, so there you go.
That too.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
so we go to the Wii U consoles now.
Okay, shoot.
All right, at Best Buy, 32 gig console with Super Mario 3D World and Nintendo Land bundle, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and Super Smash Brothers for $359.97 at Best Buy. The Wii U Deluxe bundle, the 32 gig Deluxe bundle with Super Mario 3D World at Major and a $30 gift card for $279.99. The Big Skylander Swap Force bundle is $200 at Toys R Us on eBay on Thursday at 9 p.m. The 32 gig Super Mario 3D World and Nintendo Land, and the 8 gig Skylanders Swap Force bundle with Super Smash Bros. Wii U is $249.99, excuse me, on eBay on Sunday the 30th at 9 p.m. And those times are
Pacific.
time. So that's 6 o'clock Eastern.
Hold on. Okay,
okay.
can you say that last one again? That was a Skylanders
the
bundle
Wii U,
with Super
the-
Smash?
Yep, the Wii U 8 gig Skylanders Swap Force bundle.
Oh,
Wii U for $249.99 Sunday the 30th of this month at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard
Hold
Time,
up, and then there's another bundle that comes with Super Smash Brothers.
which is the Best Buy bundle with Tropical Freeze, Nintendo Land, Super Mario 3D World for $360 at Best Buy.
Well, out of all of those,
Nintendo's bringing the heat.
Nintendo's bringing. I can't really say that. Nah, I can't really say that.
You can't
I
say that
mean,
you only got 2 games worthwhile.
Hold up. If you were talking about warfare, they got maybe 4 automatic weapons and 1 rocket launcher. That 1 rocket launcher being that 4-game sale. Cause outside of you get Nintendo Land, but you also get one of the best Marios in a long time,
yes.
best Donkey Kong, and Super Smash Brothers.
That is a deal. That is
Yeah,
a
that's-
deal.
that-
That is
deal.
a deal. Everything else is pure kiddie shit. I mean, the Skylanders is for their obvious audience, and you got Super Mario 3D Land. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong,
It's
but
great. It's great.
it's great.
Hey,
It's
and
great,
don't
but
forget, people are counting out Mario Kart 8, which is still a great game.
that's
and they
true,
got
that's
the
true. If
F-Zero
you wanted
track.
to bundle for something else, that would have been a good game to bundle.
Yeah,
Oh,
indeed.
no, sure,
All right,
sure,
so
sure, sure.
yo, Gabe, your thoughts on these?
Sorry, man. I haven't been gaming much this console cycle. So.
All right, fair enough. Josh, I mean, if you're interested in buying a Wii U, what do you think?
All those bundles actually sound great. You want to know why? Because I actually don't own a Wii U, and they have a ton of games out that I'm actually interested in playing. And if I were to pick up a Wii U bundle, any of them would actually, be, advantageous for me because most, if not all, those games with the bundles are on my list of games to get. So basically, I can't really pick one because if it's up to me, I just pick them all so I can just get everything.
Fair enough. That's actually good. And by the way, Shadowhaxor had to step out for a little bit, so he'll be back. He's back in enough time when we finish.
Okay.
So.
Okay,
let you all
so...
know.
Hey guys.
So yeah,
Okay, guys. So I guess I gotta ask. So imagine that you had you could make a bundle of your own, but it's only with garbage games. Let's call it the Grumble Bundle.
oh, the Grumble bundle. Okay,
Grumble
so
bundle. What would you put? What would you put in your
PlayStation
Grumble
4
Bundle?
a PlayStation 4 with every game that's ever released
for
for like $300 because fuck that console. Like, Sony doesn't know what they're doing. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sony doesn't know
Yo,
what they're doing.
wait,
I'm sorry.
no. Grumble bundle. That's pretty much Xbox One with Titanfall, Destiny, and
Oh.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Whoa.
Hold
Advanced
up,
Warfare's
Carlos.
pretty good.
Carlos. Now you're telling me you hate America.
No, I'm sorry. I'm too busy eating too much bacon and hamburgers to hate America. I just don't like shitty console games.
All right, but you know what? I gave hold up real quick because we still got to get to like the 3DS and the other hardware and the software.
yeah.
No,
No,
Josh.
we're
Josh,
not
I want to
done.
hear you. Josh,
But I wanna hear
what is
Josh.
your
I wanna
Grumble
hear Josh.
Bundle? Josh, what is
Oh.
your Grumble Bundle?
My Grumble bundle would be pretty much an Xbox One with Titanfall and a complimentary copy of E.T. dug up from the landfill in New Mexico.
Shadowz, what's your Grumble Bundle?
My Grumble Bundle, I mean, the PlayStation Vita with all the games they pretty much released so far for, I don't know, $300.
Oh, damn, I forgot about the Vita. Shit.
I
changed my
You'd
answer.
be the only one who remembered, Josh. You'd be the only one.
Yo, no, that's the
Same.
thing. Yo, my Vita is like sitting somewhere in my sister's bedroom. Like, yo, the last game I played for the Vita, I'm sorry, Persona 4 Golden.
That's the only reason to get a Persona for a PlayStation Vita. That is it.
Yo, like I
I don't even need to get that anymore. I can get that on my PSN now.
Yes.
No, you can't get gold. You can't get golden. Well, then if you get a PlayStation TV, sure you can get golden, but still, like. Alright, so we go to the 3DS and the 2DS. There's some sales.
Alright.
The 3DS XL Super Mario 2 Brothers 2 Golden Edition bundle is $150 at Walmart.
Oh,
The 3DS XL with
Oh,
Mario Party Island Tour and a $20 gift card at Major is $180.
Okay.
Me.
Okay.
The 3DS XL at Best Buy with Mario Party Island Tour is $180.
Mm.
At Toys R Us, it's it's $175 at Best Buy and $180 at Toys R Us.
Okay.
Shop Your Way Rewards members at Kmart will get $20 back in points with the purchase of 3DS XL or 2DS with any featured 3DS game. At Sears, you can purchase the 2DS for $99 and the 3DS for $169.99 with a purchase of one of their featured games. And at Target, you can pick up the 2DS with Yoshi New Island download, a downloadable version of Yoshi New Island for $100. So I think the 3DS is the weakest of the four.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, you're not bundling this shit with Mario Kart 7 or Smash Brothers.
Or Smash,
Don't even
yes.
bother.
Yes. Oh, and not even Shin Megami Tensei 4 or Fire Emblem.
Yeah, yo,
William,
That-
nobody
that's
likes
actually a very-
JRPGs.
that's actually a pretty good bundle pack. You can
Yeah,
get.
but nobody likes JRPGs in America. I'm sorry. Like
Well,
outside of
there
all
is
of
one
us,
person.
outside of all of us, no, it won't sell.
So it's not
Haters.
even that. It's not even that. What's it called? But you can also, some stores like to bundle stuff without the other person's consent. So you
Like
have
GameStop
like
always does that shit. Like,
Target always does that shit.
Like GameStop always
So-
does that. Target always does that. So like, yeah, I mean, out of the hardware bundles, I'm not gonna sit down and lie to you. I'm sorry, the Xbox One is obviously the strongest
No, of course.
in terms of content.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I don't know how Josh feels about it. I mean, I know he was salivating at the mouth of the Wii U because he saw all that.
Xbox One is number 1, Wii U is number 2. Everything else.
Yep.
Josh, how you feeling about that?
Well, I don't have anything against Xbox One in and of itself. I mean, it's a great console, I think. And the only reason why I think it's the weakest is because, like I said before, all the games that I want are on both PS4 and Xbox One, and I already have a PS4, with the exception of maybe Sunset Overdrive. And I already played Killer Instinct.
I think for a lot of things, though, that's kind of been a recurring problem for most of this generation, right? Most everything that's worth having is dual consoles, so there's no real reason to make a choice for the most part.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, the only choice you're really making is like, where are my friends?
Yeah.
Also, that's why I got an Xbox 360.
That's pretty much the reason why I got an Xbox 360. I'm like, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I got my 360 like on my own. Then like, I gravitated to where my friends were.
I'm practically like, Virtua Fighter 5 is already on PS3. Why would I want to get it? Oh yeah, better online, and all my friends are on it.
But plus, also the 360 version of Virtua Fighter 5 is revision C, and the 360 PS3 version is revision B.
Aye.
Yeah. Okay, so Apple has some sales. Pretty much. Starting at $399 for a 16 gig Wi-Fi, iPad Air with a $100 gift card at Target, and the 16 gig Wi-Fi is $97 at Walmart with a $100 gift card. The iPad Air 2 starting at $500 for a 16 Wi-Fi model with a $140 gift card at Target, and starting at $400 for a 16 gig Wi-Fi with basically $100 off of the MSRP at Best Buy. iPad 2 mini with Retina display is starting at $299.99 for a 16 Wi-Fi and a $100 gift card at Target. The iPad mini 3 starting at $400 for 16 gig Wi-Fi and a $100 gift card at Target or at Best Buy with $75 off MSRP. Yeah, fuck it.
So.
Nothing.
No comment.
No comment.
I feel nothing.
I have one comment. Fuck Apple.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going over the software. Okay.
Actually, no. One more comment. I would
right.
actually just get the iPad Air because it doesn't bend in your pocket like the iPhone 6 Plus.
All right, so we got software. To talk about. Toys R Us has a buy one get one 40% off with all video games, regularly priced with $20 and $60, excluding starter packs. And they also have a buy one get $1 for all our Super Buy video games, selling from $14.99 to $20.
Toys R Us never really has the best deals in terms of video games.
Not at all. At Target, you get 50% off of the games that I'm about to list, plus a few hundred more. MLB 14 The Show is 50% off. Infamous Second Son, 50% off. Titanfall, 50% off. The Xbox versions of Madden 15 and NHL 15 for 50% off. Mario Kart 7 is 50% off, and and the Xbox Live 3-month gold membership, which is normally $25, will be $12.50.
You had me at Mario Kart 7.
Yes.
No, you had me with also 3 months Xbox Live.
I mean, you can pick up like a bunch of 3-month Xbox Lives and just like, I just pay $15. You pay like $30, $60. It's the same thing as buying like a year's Xbox Live anyway. No, actually, it's less.
$10 cheaper now.
Yeah.
It was the same about 2 years ago, but not anymore.
Pretty much. All right, Best Buy. You can save 15% on Nintendo eShop cards.
Whoa.
Also, Xbox Live 3-month gold membership is $15, and there's buy two get one free on all pre-owned games.
That sounds like really good, especially that Nintendo points thing. Nintendo points is getting discounted is very rare. So
yes.
Walmart 3-month gold membership is 50% off.
Oh.
Wait. Gold Xbox gold membership is 50% off on Walmart.
3 months, yes.
Oh. For once, I am going against social justice.
Well, hold on. eBay has a better one. eBay. 12-month gold card on Thursday, the 27th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 12-month gold card is $35.99.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Didn't they
Also,
do this last year?
they did.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
And you can get this one. You can get 2 times. 25% off iTunes codes on Thursday as well as Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 25% off iTunes codes.
Huh.
And at Newegg, Xbox Live Gold card is going to be $40.
Okay.
And
Is that for
obviously-
12 month or 3 months?
That's for the 12 month.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, Amazon, by the way, has their holiday deals calendar. So pretty much right now, they have a bunch of sales going on. They have sales going on right now. There's a sale that's going on right now for Destiny that ends on Thanksgiving. The limited edition is $90.
Okay.
Right now, there's some upcoming deals. For example, on the 25th, Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma, Arcana Heart Love Max, X Blaze Code Embryo, and Mind Zero for the PlayStation Vita will all be coming up on sale starting at 3 a.m.
Oh.
Well,
Hmm.
it's like it's been past a while, so yeah, they gotta go on sale.
Some deals that were missed. You can buy you were able to buy a PlayStation 4 on Amazon and get a $50 Amazon credit.
Oh, okay.
That's a ripoff.
You can right now. These deals are going to end soon on December 7th. So you can save $25 on the Vita version of Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa,
Oh.
as
okay.
well as 25% on Demon Gaze, Natural Doctrine for the PS4, Disgaea 4 for the Vita, and the PS3's The Witch and the 100 Knight,
Oh. Okay.
as well
Nipponichi
as
stuff.
Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth.
Nipponichi stuff. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so that's a sale right there for Amazon. So make sure you check all of that out because Amazon releases it day by day. So
Yeah.
you're gonna figure it out. All right, Alien Isolation
Oh.
will be on sale at Best Buy for $30.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, $25 on the next gen, and at Walmart and the Microsoft Store, and Target for $15 for Xbox 360.
Okay.
Here's the thing. What's hilarious?
boy.
Microsoft got all their prices available right now for the Black Friday deals. You want to hear them?
Whoa!
Shoot,
It's like
shoot.
on live right now.
No, the prices are up starting on set select dates. So get ready for a Microsoft barrage.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Nokia Lumia 635 AT&T no contract is going to be $39 starting on the 24th.
Wait,
Okay.
I thought this is a barrage of Microsoft console stuff, not Microsoft phones.
No, games too.
We'll
Games
just
too.
get to the game. Skip the phones. No one cares about the phones.
Nobody cares about the phone. Get the good stuff.
Anyways,
We're not here to talk about the Microsoft Surface.
Oh, I
sorry,
already gave you
it's over. It's dead.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about? That's
Don't lie to
actually
me.
Generally good.
Anyways, anyways, Xbox 360 4GB bundle with Peggle 2, $129.99.
Nope.
Nip.
Screw
What's
that.
Heckle? Come on, man.
Nope.
Nip.
The Xbox 360 4GB bundle. Xbox 360 4GB bundle, $129.99, and you get a free game with it too.
No.
Yeah, but it's
no,
by Don
no.
Matrick's evil company Zynga. He lied to us.
God damn, that's terrible and hilarious at the same time. Xbox One games. Call of Duty Ghosts starting on the 27th is $15. Watch Dogs
Ghost.
$25. Assassin's Creed Black Flag $25. Marvel
Good.
Superhero Lego Marvel Superheroes $19.99. Sunset Overdrive $40. Forza Horizon 2 $30. We're
The only
talking
one
about
is just Sunset.
And Xbox Live in general.
Connect Sports Rivals $30. Rice
Yeah.
$30. Dead Rising 3 $30. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition $20. Murdered Soul Suspect $25. The Evil
Boo.
Within $25. Thief $20. Lego Movie Video Game $20. Wolfenstein $25.
Eh.
Sniper Elite 3 $20. Diablo Evil Edition, $40. Shadow
Uh-huh.
of Mordor, $40. Duck Dynasty, $25.
Why is that not $1.99?
I'm sorry.
Branding, licensing.
And Metro Redux, $25.
Okay.
Xbox 360 games, Call of Duty Ghosts, $5. Xbox 360.
That's like $4.99 too much.
Josh is gonna be a great fit on this show.
Oh, we're gonna love it.
$25 for Watch Dogs, $25 for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Angry Birds Trilogy is $15, Wolfenstein is $20, Black Ops 2 is $20, Tomb Raider is $10. The Skylanders Trap Team Starter Pack for the 360 is $45. Skyrim Legendary Edition is $20. Shadow of Mordor is $40. Saints Row 4 is $10. Sacred 3 is going to be $30. Skyrim is going to be $10 by itself. Regular Skyrim. Dishonored is $10. Wipeout, Create and Crash is $10. Walking Dead Survival Instinct is $10 too much. Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark, $15. The Voice with the microphone for Xbox 360 is $5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Danger of the Ooze is $15. The initial Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon game is going to be $10. SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge is $10. Duck Dynasty is $15. Deadpool is $10. Big Game Hunter is $15. Within is $20. Murdered Soul Suspect is $20. Thief is $20. Risen 3 is $20. And Sniper Elite 3 is $15. And all of this is starting on the 27th.
I was gonna say this. I just reached into my pocket and I only found one fuck in there, and that's for Sunset Overdrive for $40. I'm sad to announce I have no fucks in my pocket for everything else.
All right, but hold on. There's the accessories too, so don't forget the accessories. Xbox One playing charge case. The Xbox One playing charge case is $15.
Get on with it.
Yeah, Xbox One Special Edition Armed Forces wireless controller is $55.
What armed forces? Like United States Armed Forces or like Halo
United
Armed Forces?
States Armed Forces.
Okay.
The special deal with the U.S. Armed Forces. Xbox One Limited Edition Call of Duty Advanced Warfare controller is $60. The Xbox One wireless controller by itself is $50.
So wait, is that so? This is an Xbox controller, like propaganda edition?
Yeah, pretty
And-
much. I'm running out of fucks to give, and I didn't have any fucks. Anyway, can we just
Xbox-
get
Carlos,
to the
you're just
Xbox
are you
Live
telling me
game?
that you hate America?
See.
That's twice. You said you proclaim you hated America. What's wrong with you? 2 out of 3 times we're kicking you out. Anyway, Xbox
Not
One.
even Obama will save you.
Xbox One wireless controller with play and charge kit is going to be $65. The Xbox 360 Special Edition Arctic Camouflage wireless controller is $50. The Thrustmaster Ferrari 458 Spider racing wheel for Xbox One is $80. And available now is the Xbox 360 wireless controller for $50.
As far as I'm concerned, I have, with the consensus, no fucks given.
Yeah, man. Let's move on to something else.
I mean,
But to be fair, Xbox Live, Microsoft stores have the worst sales for their Xbox Live Gold memberships because there's going to be the 12 month is going to be $50 and the 3 month is going to be $15.
Actually, because I just wish that the GameStop would actually do something what they did last year with the PlayStation Plus membership for 1 year, which is only like $30 for 1 year. I wish they did that again.
Best Buy did that as well.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in a 3D printer, there's one for
Which company?
$28,899
From which company?
for Microsoft stores. Yes, they sell. Microsoft stores sells 3D.
Oh yeah, that's such a sale. And also you have to get the material to work with it and the place to put it on, and 3D
All right,
printing
so
is
let's
a
move
lot
on
of
to the rest-
convenience.
So let's move on to the rest of these fraudulent ass games.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Rogue, $25 at Walmart.
It's okay. That's okay. I
Battlefield
like the game.
4, Battlefield 4 for Xbox One, for Xbox 360, $15 at Target, and $30 for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 at GameStop. Beyond Two Souls for the PS3 on Friday and Saturday only at GameStop is $20. Excuse me. Let's see. Bioshock Infinite is going to be the complete edition is $30. Borderlands, the pre-sequel is $25. Advanced Warfare for the next gen is $50 at Walmart and $40 for 7th gen at Walmart as well. Call it. Well, yo guys, tell me what games you're really interested in finding out the sales on, because this is a lot.
I just want to know what good games are going to be selling on Xbox 360, Xbox Live, because they usually have like two big sales. There's Summer of Xbox.
But you have to understand, we don't know any information on that because that doesn't drop until like they don't drop that information until like the day before.
That's true. Microsoft is very bad at advertising those sales.
No, it's not that they're bad at advertising on sales. Like why they're advertising, why they need to necessarily advertise the sales when you open up your console, and more than likely people will be opening up their console on Thanksgiving Day anyway, and it's like, oh shit, big advertisement sale.
So.
I mean,
So there we
Josh,
go. We don't need you to read them off. We just got to tell people open up their consoles and see for itself. Metro will take care of the rest for us.
I mean, pretty much. If you want to go to GameStop and pick up Rocksmith to learn to play guitar, across the board, it's $50. Like,
I ultimately just want to find out what's going on Xbox Live, and see any good sales if they haven't given it all for free already.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Sunset Overdrive goes down to about like $40 on Xbox Live. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Advanced Warfare on sale or any of these other games on sale on Xbox. I would not be surprised at all.
Oh.
I don't know if you're surprised if they start playing on sales on like some of the older Xbox Live games, like Shadow Complex, maybe one of the Twisted Pixel games.
Yeah. Oh, also keep this in mind too. If you're interested in buying computers, the Alienware Alpha, the what was supposed to be the Steam box, but Valve decided to be fucking stupid and delay their shit. If you get the Alienware Alpha Plus with a $50 Dell promo e-gift card, which this one has a i3 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and 500 gig hard drive with Windows 8.1, and it comes with an Xbox 360 controller, it's gonna be $550.
So I think we're done with the advertising around here.
Yeah.
It's like, on that note, fuck that shit.
Fuck that shit. If you
Fuck
are
that
going to
shit.
get any of the good games that are on sales, make sure that they're actually fucking completed and not filled with 1,000
All right,
fucking
and
bugs.
that gets me to my favorite topic.
Let's
I
go
didn't
in.
even, I didn't even give you the deal. Like, if you want to go, make sure one thing, real quick. If you want to pick up a controller for the Xbox One, go to Best Buy. It's $40 for the Xbox One wireless controller. $40.
But yeah,
Alright.
but yeah, I gotta say though, like, yeah, pretty much this.
I know you tight. Boy. I know you tight.
Of course I'm tight. But yeah, this current generation, like, we've been having a whole slew of AAA titles.
I'm not saying
Trying
this
to meet-
generation. It's not this generation. It's just this month.
Yeah, but this
No,
month, but
no. This
No,
generation, you'll be seeing
Not the
this a
month,
lot.
generation.
yeah,
And
I guess
lately.
this has been much more widespread. But pretty much this generation and this month in particular, there's been a whole slew of AAA highly anticipated titles coming in with some pretty severe bugs right now.
And
Because
unfortunately,
this whole patch, this whole day one, this whole we'll patch this thing later is like kind of hitting a kind of fever pitch
Yeah, a lot
across
of
And you know
things.
several major titles.
And you know what? I'm gonna be real. Nintendo started this all. Nintendo started it all.
Excuse
Wii
me?
U.
I would like to say Electronic
wait,
Arts.
wait,
did
what?
that.
No.
Whoa,
No, I
time
think
out.
that
Time out. Everybody can't talk at once. I think Josh said something.
Josh, go.
I basically said that Electronic Arts kind of started this whole thing. They've actually been notorious
Electronic
for
Arts.
releasing a whole, shit ton of AAA titles, which didn't exactly work on day one as promised.
Yo, shouts out to SimCity 4.
Yep.
And now we're just getting the whole backlash. We're going to Ubisoft now. They have been definitely slacking. Definitely.
I think they've been slacking ever since Assassin's Creed 3, man. Ever since they realized that they can make a lot of money just making that into the Madden of action adventure games. Fuck, Ubisoft had took a dip in quality.
Yeah.
But they're not releasing Rayman. Let's be real.
No. That's they pretty much leave that to when they have time.
Yes, and
For
Beyond
all
Good
the-
and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil. Where is it?
We're never getting that game.
Yo, fuck,
just drop
fuck
it, Will.
Jade. Fuck
But
Jade.
yeah, like seriously though, Assassin's Creed's coming in with glitches where like NPCs walk into walls, People are floating in midair in like
and
mid
their faces
missions.
are
And
their
the
faces are
faces.
gone.
The faces of the dead are looking at you as you get your missions.
So it
In
turns
parts
out.
of in parts of the game that's trying to engross you into the story.
Scaring
So,
you.
so it turns out that the Templars were actually run by the Red Skull and Hydra.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean,
Uh,
Josh.
It's
I
not
mean,
even the Red Skull. They don't have faces. No faces. Just
There's a
Just-
mouth and eyes. Mouth
his
and
mouth
eyes.
and eyes.
Josh,
the newest
I mean,
Marvel
how you feel-
superhero.
So, Josh, how do you feel about these games just coming out and they're really just shit in the bed with them?
Well, I know we're kind of like running short on time for the podcast, but I'll just basically sum up my thoughts by saying that if you are a huge company that releases AAA titles and you go into this mindset that you can just patch things up on day one or later and just release a half-assed title, you're going to start to create a fan base for your games that is very, very disgruntled. And you know what happened the last time a company saturated a market with shitty games and created a disgruntled fan base? Their name was Atari, and 40 years ago we went into the big video game crash before the next golden era when Nintendo came along. So
A lot of-
people might actually say, yeah, we got big consoles now, they're all entertainment, tied in, all that stuff, and games really aren't the big thing because they can just watch it for like a TiVo or a Netflix or something. But you know what? Here's the sad thing though: you keep putting that into people's minds, and you are going to head into another video game crash, despite the fact, we got all this technology which might be able to prevent it. If you actually piss off your fan base by releasing a shitty game, they will get depressed, they will lose faith in you, and we will be in another crash. That's basically what I see this.
I don't
most
think it'll be
companies
that
shit around.
drastic. I think it might have a bad impact on the console markets because there are just many more venues for
Right.
games, but it damages the whole business model of the AAA model. Because if you have an Assassin's Creed being able to be released at a level like where like pretty much its most engaging part is its interconnected story parts, and those are broken. Its exploration is broken, as well as Halo Master Chief Edition, right?
How the fuck
Multiplayer
do
is
you
broken
fuck up?
for what is the meat of that game.
And those are just ports.
Yeah.
Straight up ports. How do you fuck up a port?
Easy, because you're going into a brand new online infrastructure. Xbox
Yeah.
One and 360's infrastructure are completely different. So, to test that out, and them testing it out is not going to be completely perfect on one. So I kind of expected that.
But
It's
for it to be broken in this way so severely for a game where this is one of the core engagements of the game, like this kind of may belie a kind of either a sense of priority or pretty much a sense of what the business plans are for these kind of companies where
producers
where
have
pretty much
deadlines.
we've come to accept a lower level of quality for the day ones of these titles because you can patch so much. But this causes a problem because you have to patch larger and larger and larger for games that are in many ways unfinished or at their worst, Dragon Age 2.
Oh shit!
Oh wow, really?
Ow.
Or
You
Duke
gotta,
Nukem
you gotta,
Forever.
you gotta remember that when consoles got the ability to patch their games, it gave developers a cop out where they could be lazy and say, "Oh, hey, we don't have to worry about doing extra work on this game or QA in this game or making sure content is there because, hey, we can always do a patch."
Well,
can always do it down the road.
Look at Marvel 3 and Street Fighter for a second.
However, I do got to say though, like it is while it is like there are reasons why they might want to avoid that because for certain I thought there is a thing where like if you want to patch your game, it does cost you money. So that means
It
for
depends
AAA
on-
titles they don't have that
depends.
much of a barrier though.
Yeah, it depends on the licensing. And I'm not against the patching because it's good. If there's a bug found, then yes, then you need to patch it. But if you're doing this from the get-go, say, oh, we know you're going to require a 50 gig download day one because we didn't get to finish this on time or we're just lazy and don't want to do this, then that's a different story.
I mean, part of it is a lot of the idea. Remember back the last really big unfinished game of the. I want to say
Was
Was
it
it
that
the-
Ubisoft hacking game?
No, I'm talking about 5th generation. No, I'm not talking about that.
Uh,
When we were growing up, Sonic 3,
Nah.
and it
Superman
all
64.
oh
Oh,
Sonic 3. We don't talk of Superman 60.
Yeah,
Sonic
Superman 64 is like an alpha that was just released for money.
pretty much.
yeah, that's pretty much.
But like Sonic 3 wasn't a finished game. Wasn't a finished game. And it was all kind of tied up to, you know,
it was supposed to be a bigger game, and that
It was-
eventually
yeah.
got
The
halved
reason why,
and became.
and the reason why was I forgot who said it. The guy behind Sonic, I forgot his name. I can't believe his name. This is
Which
embarrassing.
one? Yuhi Naka, Naoto Oshima, SDE. There
The
was
dude
like
that put his damn birthday in Sonic 2 as a code.
I think it's Naka. Yuhi Naka.
yeah.
Yeah, he basically said the producers for this game, the giving us money, have deadlines.
No shit.
So
Uh-huh.
I had to push this game out as it is because of the deadline we had, money that we're getting.
Well, to be
And-
fair, like they had like a big ambition. They were very ambitious at the time to make a really big ass Sonic game, and
With
you had,
save capabilities and everything.
yeah, you had like shit. You were lucky to come out with Sonic 3 at the first place because you're not gonna get any cartridge of that size to hold all that data. So, and they wind up actually doing better than they expected.
No,
Because
but what I'm saying is, besides all of that, I mean, so I me personally, I kind of realized like, yo, I'm not even that upset about the idea of these games not being complete.
Well,
As
here's
long
the
as
thing
the,
with Sonic.
as long as the excuse, as long
the
as
thing,
as long as the
I think the thing
reasoning
is that
why-
like pretty much we've come to accept that, and like pretty much it's caused like pretty much a degradation of the quality of
But
what we're getting.
also-
I
keep this
can't.
in
I can't
mind.
even
But hold
accept.
on.
I can't even
But
put Sonic 3
Carlos,
into that.
Carlos,
Yeah.
hold on. Here's the thing. You have to understand. Also, let's be real. The fan base has gotten dumber, and they're more willing to accept bullshit reasons by bullshit media sources, Kotaku and shit like that, who will sit down there and push a really bullshit narrative. Like we don't know what the fuck is going on. We don't know what the fuck is going on with half
Oh,
these
no.
publishers and shit, and the producers, and who's giving them the money.
Well, you can always look at a YouTube Let's Play and just see the evidence of that. Sonic Boom, oh my god, is evidence of that. Their entire
But we're
Let's
not
Play
talking
just
about that
dedicated to
game.
finding those bugs.
But like that's dumb. I mean, that's dumb. I'm just saying we don't know what's going on. If
We're
a
talking
game-
about there's other bugs as well. Like Advanced Warfare has bugs too, immense bugs.
Destiny had a bunch of bugs.
No,
WWE
Destiny is not finished because there's barely any story in that goddamn game where it's an MMO.
You're not. If you're playing Bungie, if you're playing Destiny for story, then you're playing the wrong game. They stripped all the story out. It's
No
garbage.
shit, it's a Bungie game.
like legit Sunset Overdrive. There's really no bugs in the game. I played the shit. I haven't experienced one bug in this game that breaks the game.
I don't think there was any. Were there reports of bugs?
Not any that I saw. Not
Probably
they're
very
saying there
few.
isn't any, but
They
I haven't
probably
saw any.
exist, but probably not to a degree where the game is broken.
I mean, they're not to the extent where Destiny, you can kill a raid boss by shooting him with rockets and knocking him out. Abusing the system the way that it wasn't supposed to be done. Yeah, those are really bad bugs.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny like games this month, and a lot of games that came out this month that you've been hearing about all the bugs and shit.
Do you think it's because the holiday rush is really having
Hell
an
yes.
effect?
Well, not even a holiday rush. Even if it is, again, it goes back to that deadline. The title has to be done by a specific amount of time, or it's going to impact you in a way that you may not like it.
But everyone and their mother knows that that's just an equation for shovelware. You don't fuck up the deadline. You take as much time as you need.
No, but you have to also understand.
Yeah,
Producers give you money.
the marketing machine starts before the game machine does.
Yeah,
The
that's
only
true.
way you can get away with that is if you are both developer and publisher under the same house. If you're two companies working together, there's very little room for extending a deadline.
Yes, and I take the words of Shigeru Miyamoto: a delayed game is much more better than a game rushed out quick.
Well, see,
Exactly.
a bad game,
a delayed game is a delayed game. A bad game is bad forever.
No, see, you say that, right? But then at the same time, there's two heads of the same coin because okay, we see the Assassin's Creed and the Far Cry 4s and everything so forth. Okay, fine. But then another game comes to mind real quick, Evolve, which was supposed to ship this year, but got pushed back till next year because they wanted to work on it more. And it's being,
Batman Arkham Knight.
That too. That got pushed back.
Arguably, that would make sense because with Evolve, it is a first entry for a new IP. If you don't try to instill a high level of quality into what you're trying to make as a new fan base for a new IP, like it's gonna cause some problems if you want to try to build on that.
Okay, Drive Club says hello.
Arkham, where pretty much the first two games did something original, and then Arkham City, then Arkham Origins or whatever, that was pretty much Arkham 2.5, where it was pretty much we're building on this so that the people who make the game what it is can truly innovate for the next thing coming in the future.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty much. So, any other thoughts on this?
I guess we're kind of running out of time.
Yeah, it's time to close up shop, folks.
It is what it is. It's just like, guys, and I have said this to developers, comic book publishers, Hollywood guys, everyone. Guys, you want to make money? You can play the long game. It's better than the short. You're going to get millions of dollars if you do good, and millions on consistency. You're going to get $1 million for 1 week if you play the short game. And after that, it's a struggle just to hold relevancy. Think about it.
Dropping the knowledge, man. So, final thoughts before we get going.
Yep. So who wants to start first?
Josh, go.
This is my final thought. There we go.
Done.
I
blew it up.
All right.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
I thought he was about to say fuck Apple again.
Fuck Apple. There we go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Keith, you just missed like the comedy that just went when we started to really talk about some of these games that Microsoft had on sale at the Microsoft store.
You know what? I want to do my final thought. It's not relevant to anything we talked about today. So there have been a lot of sites, some that might be borderline fanboyism, that review Android and Apple products, and at the same time, they always suggest that the Apple products, particularly the iPad lines, are as the best of the best of the best. And I always wanted to say real quick to those people doing that best is subjective to who you're marketing this product to. Because you say Apple is the best, because you like Apple, or because Apple is paying you, doesn't mean that Apple is necessarily the best depending on what the person's using it for. I.e., I like my tablets, because my Android tablet, because I have freedom over them. I don't have to worry about, people tell me that I can't jailbreak it or not get support. I like total freedom. I like the ability to do X, Y, and Z on my tablets. So for me, Apple tablets are not the best. Therefore, they're not the best all the way around, because that is subjective. Thank you.
I don't think they're the best, and even I have an Apple.
Go for Samsung.
The TLDR, fuck Apple.
Samsung.
Yes, fuck Apple.
Just fuck Apple in general, man.
All right, Carlos, final thoughts.
Final thoughts? Yo, I'm fucking hungry, so let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, William, final thought.
Man, Bayonetta 2, Smash Brothers, and of course Persona Q coming out on Tuesday. Can't wait to get my 3DS model.
That's your coat.
Persona Q, baby.
Yo, Gabe, final thought.
Pick it up.
There are no final thoughts. There's only rage.
No final thoughts, only rage.
Only
Okay, here's my final thoughts. Who the hell names their kid Christia Baby? That's retarded.
Wait, what?
What?
Who?
Are
Is
you
it
talking about
Kanye?
Jabali?
I said Christia Baby.
Christian, who the hell named their kid that?
Like, I'm sorry, I'm on Facebook, and the interracial dating Facebook page has a picture of a chick named Christia Baby.
How do you even spell that?
CHRISTIABABY.
That kid's gonna have a hard time in school.
She's a grown ass woman.
Has already had a hard time in school.
Okay. Why the hell did Young Thug come up with a song that nobody can understand what the fuck he's saying?
Oh,
I thought that
George.
there's a whole subgenre of rap that way, man.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, we can understand what Little John says.
We attempt to understand what Little John says between the years.
Apparently, Barack Obama was like, support transgender people, and we should too.
Okay.
Agreed. I work with them, so yes.
Hey, I got no problems with them. You do what you do and float to your boat. That's all good.
Okay.
And you should not play at Xbox One while drinking a Coors Light, because that's just messed up. That's my final thought.
What? Do you want to play Xbox with Michelob? Are you trying to be classist? You saying you're better than me?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, that is the best way to end Outerhaven number 56. Number 57 should be coming next month. Also, Carlos, I think you have a special.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. On the 29th, we're gonna have two special guests. Local hip hop rapper Arbraf,
Yeah.
and Normal Young Man is gonna be laying out some beats for
Oh.
us. We're talking about their own styles, how comic books influenced them. Their new Arbraf is gonna share with us his new album, Days of Future Past. If you like hip hop, if you want to support independent artists, go for it. Feel free to come on board. We also may take questions, suggestions. Just hit us up on the outerhaven.net.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm totally not gonna lie to you. First, trying to announce Arbraf, I thought you said Hulk Hogan. Was gonna say Hulk Hogan. I'm like, yo, wait.
What?
No. Not. Actually, I wouldn't even want to have Hulk Hogan these days.
Oh,
Final
I
thoughts,
like the
people.
guy.
Anyways, so all right. So on behalf of Josh, welcome to the Outerhaven, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed all the craziness that we have on the Outerhaven podcast.
Welcome to the family, Josh.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
bend over.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
Okay.
All right, on behalf of everybody that's here with the Outerhaven podcast, and even the ones that can't be here right now, and I hope you guys can come on next month for our Christmas spectacular, which we'll probably rename sometime down the lane. Can't use Christmas crap.
What, we're gonna call it seasons meetings?
That name's already taken.
I already did.
Wait,
Blood on the snow. Blood on the snow.
Blood on the snow. Yes, that's a great name.
Okay.
So for everybody here, hope to see you guys next month for our Christmas special Blow It on the Snow. Outerhaven podcast number 57. That's a thing.
All right.
Hold up. Kind of forgot to hype up. On the 28th, we are going to have a live interview on the bookshelf with my boy Javier Cruz Winnick talking about his new book, A Reason to Smile. Beyond that.
Make sure you tell Matt not to say that he had mad tournament wins.
Are you doing that on Hangouts? You gonna have a live Q&A on that?
No, we're gonna do a video interview and we're gonna put that up on the site.
Nice.
And I wish he was doing it on.
We'll try to go back and get some more guests.
All right, ladies and black people, let's get out of here.
And Asian. Don't forget us Asians.
There was an Asian here?
Your Black White Association. Relax.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
All right, y'all. We're out of here. See you guys next month.
Bye, bye.